Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Made no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne, it's looking easy to take. We not afraid, we put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They tryna trace, they tryna follow our steps, they tryna copy the way. Boy, that's no game, that's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work, like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy, why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe.
Don't got no heart, I got an icebox. Brand new roller, swipe at the G-Shock. Moving slowly, I know the street hype. No more double, go ahead and detox. Came from the trenches, they ain't showing us no love. Thugging in the city, all we wanted was a hug, yeah. We on the block like every night to catch a buzz. Get the cash and take my family out the hood, that's a must. Was a hood baby with no soldiers. Bad past never left my mind, it's taking over. No, I should've died, that's why it's hard to stay sober. Glad to see the sun, but my heart getting colder. Life's so crazy, what we been through. When you die, the only time that they gon' miss you. Told my mama, no more tears, no more tissue. Ooh, just some hood baby with some issues. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. I'm glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Pull up in that rain, see me ballin', yeah. 30 piece on my wrist like I'm Harden. Either they love me or I'm a target. Cause the ice on me is flawless. I've been busy and picking up when you callin'. And on purpose, I hate the fact we ain't talking. But anything that you need, dog, I got you, I mean that. All this pressure make it hard not to relapse. Build up aggression, make it hard for me to relax. To the hood, baby, ain't no way that I'ma lead that. My dogs need hope, step it up, I gotta be that. Cause life's so crazy, oh, ain't been through. I'ma love you way before I gotta miss you. Hold this mama by my side, gave her some tissue. We were just a hood, baby, with some issues. Hood, baby, from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Hood, baby, from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. I'm glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Just some hood, baby, yeah. Just some hood, baby, yeah. Just some hood, baby, yeah. Just some hood, baby. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. I'm glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. I'm glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through.
I got the time today. I'm looking for all of the fades, want all of the smoke. All of my goals inside of the scope. I'm taking it healed and coming for more. Woke up, didn't even stretch. I'm placing my bets on myself. I be doing the most. Why you always talk like you wanted to go? I ain't gotta speak cause I already know. This ain't been new to me, a news to me. I came out the womb unique. Shine bright like jewelry. Of course, you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose, and he can prove. I took his burden and yoke. It's like moose when I hit the moves.
You can't tell me anything, I mean anything, that's for sure.
I already know.
I know my identity from the go.
I told you I already know.
You can't tell me anything, I mean anything, that's for sure.
I already know.
I know my identity from the go.
I already already know. I already know.
Yeah, I'm spitting the truth. When I'm in the booth, I take you to school. Yeah. This ain't a lesson. I put on this armor like it was my weapon. I'm stepping, the ops can leave. My props are these utilities he put inside of my belt. Feeling me, it's just the face I can tell. But really the king is the one you can smell. Ha, this ain't been new to me, a news to me. I came out the womb unique. Shine bright like jewelry. Of course you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose. And he can prove I took his burden and yo, it's like moose when I hit the moves. Yeah.
You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure.
I already know.
I know my identity. My identity from the go.
I told you I already know.
You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure.
I already know.
I know my identity. My identity from the go.
I already
know. Already know.
For the victory lap though. Whoa. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands and stormy shore seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no challenge for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here, switch gears. We keeping haters in the rear. At the blood, sweat and tears and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. 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 I know it's lonely at the top, but that's not by speculation. But the position that I got, I climb too high to fall, work too hard to drop. Stop clocks on the speed bag. Every day under pressure, no jet lag. This is greater than trophies and saluted flags. Titles of fame, the cost is paid. Yay, I carried the cross I made. Dealt with the dealer, baby, the hand was played. New level, next stage. Learn to lead as a legend. Now tell me what's my next stage, yeah. I said the champ is here, switch gears. We keeping haters in the rear. At the blood, sweat and tears and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. 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 And today, we break through.
just thought about it twice and it don't make sense. How you living it like that? You just gotta progress. Is it snowing outside? You just tryna be a flake. Damn, yeah, okay, let's go. Said you need a little help, yeah, I think that is evident. If you think that's easy, then it says a lot about you. When you feel a little slumpy, that's a part of reality. You better gotta let it go before you do something.
If I leave it, then I go. You just think it, but I know. Make it low as I go, cause yeah. If I leave it, then I go. You just think it, but I know. Make it low as I go, cause yeah. That's how I roll, yeah. That's how I go, yeah. That's how I roll, yeah. If I leave it, then I go.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in a phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They underrate, so we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave. We innovate, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt. They see the teeth in the face. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They sending snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking the bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull. We keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne. It's looking easy to take. We not afraid. We put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They tryna trace, they tryna follow our steps. They tryna copy the wave. Boy, that's so lame. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work, like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe.
Tell them don't start.
Nobody's safe.
If you come then please don't drop your guard.
Nobody's safe.
If you come, you're messing with a star.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. No, I do this for my folks, for my mama and my pops. I don't care if you the cops, anybody could get boxed. If you aiming for my head, then you better take your shot. If you miss, then this fist gon' be cleansing your clock. I don't care if you the press or the feds or an op. If I stretch out these hands, then prepare to get robbed. If your friends said that you had a chance, understand that they probably was never for your friends. They my fans. Jumped in the ring and I started swinging. Came from the jungles of drunken demons, fighting them off in the Coliseum. Studied and learned how to target weakness. That's why your team would do better beefing with someone else who was probably vegan. Touch me and lose every single finger. Touch me and watch how I turn the scene. Massacre, as soon as he had the nerve to try to step to me, I was snatch your turf and manifest grass sad. I was snatch your earth. You tried to breathe to see how the asthma works. We don't compete. I'm not in the class with earth. My boys are down the ball if I say the word. The team is down the hall if I call the third. What's happening? Best believe that a massacre.
Tell them don't start.
Nobody's safe.
If you come then please don't drop your guard.
Nobody's safe.
If you come, you're messing with a star.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking,
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Blocking the way, thinking we flip in reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne, it's looking easy to take. We not afraid, we put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They tryna trace, they tryna follow our steps, they tryna copy the way. Boy, that's so lame, that's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work, like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy, why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone in the audience. I'm NM right there, joined by Zero this time. Happy to be back here at Breakout for week 11. But how you doing tonight, Zero?
I'm doing fantastic. Guilty Gear Strive is a great way to open up my weekend, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we have in store. We have our 8 competitors tonight, a little top 16 action into a full spread of top 8. It's looking to be a slobber knocker for sure, as we still have Test Your Luck jumping into the bracket alongside some usual suspects, such as Kensei pulling up hot after a strong run at TNS the other day. And, of course, Daniel Maza also in this bracket. Looking forward to seeing quite the spread of competitors. Even Mike Sapdig, we do have Wild Zappa, Rocky, Atheist Exorcist, Goats as well. Good spread of competitors so far. So, and I'm looking forward to this, man.
Absolutely, I am too. We got a lot of strong combatants for tonight in order to give ourselves a very solid, top 16 into top 8. Mm-hmm. Of course, though, we first got to figure out who's going to be seeded in the top 8, who's going to winners, who's going to losers. Because of that, we need to fight against each other in these winter quarterfinals. Starting off, of course, we got Test Your Luck versus Atheist Exorcist, which is going to be the Nago versus the Unica respectively, which is a very interesting matchup. I haven't had much time against Unica myself, but obviously I play the literal other ladder of the side of scale in terms of power compared to Nago. I play a fast, no health player compared to Nago, so it's definitely going to be a different matchup.
Yeah, with Unica, this is going to be very fun to see because she does have the reach, she does have the power, and we'll see if you can keep Nagoriyuki at bay the way that Test Your Luck likes to play so often. I suspect that it's going to be kind of tricky for Atheists to keep Test Your Luck out. We're going to look for that jump dust, which is going to be that electric fireball that comes out for jumping. You can also throw another fireball of Arbalest State. And then, of course, the Michael Sword is kind of like a good way to hold to that horizontal ground, but very risky. It does have the slower startup and a lot of recovery behind it. The Rekka series is going to be very helpful to kind of combat against the mid-screen. I think Test Your Luck is going to be standing out pretty strong, depending upon blood level. If you stay at the mid-range, I think it could test a lot of what Unica has to offer. The DP from Unica is certainly going to be a terrifying aspect in this matchup, especially if we get the Arbalest version out. That will open up plenty of combo opportunities. It really depends on how this is going to play, but you can certainly expect that health will be eradicated in this set between these two characters.
Absolutely. From that, it's pretty much just going to be a game of if Test Your Luck is going to be able to get in against Atheist Exorcist. I've experienced it myself against Unica. Very strong character in terms of turtling again with that DP and also can shoot for very long range. But if Test Your Luck is able to get in and keep their blood meter at bay, make sure they don't spend fully, they'll be fine. I imagine Test Your Luck is going to be able to stay alive a little longer if they're able to get that done.
Yeah, you say, watch out for that blood rage, but it is Test Your Luck, and we know that. He loves to play into that. Of course, he's got a little more tame over the years of Guilty Gear Strive here, but still certainly living up to the namesake as we get these competitors into the lobby here in just a bit. But it'll be fun to see how this plays. Again, the more often I get to see a newer character, the better, because I can learn and see how powerful that character becomes, and then also, how high up the power scaling that they could deal with here. And I think Unica is, in quite a unique situation, for lack of a better word, of just, she has that power. She does have great range. It's just, I feel like she's so straightforward that she might not be able to outshine against other characters, but especially higher on the tier list. But for a character like Nagoriyuki, I think you can stand your ground, but I think it's going to be very tricky once Nagoriyuki starts getting comfortable, starting to bait out with some strike throw possibilities. Like you mentioned, being able to shoot from full screen is going to be a great boon for Unica here, especially shutting down the Beyblade coming from Nagoriyuki and even being able to control that Fukio forward. There's a couple instances here that'll be really fun. Round start is always going to be in favor of Nagoriyuki for this one, I feel like. And unless they both decide to DP for some reason, then by all means, like, I think it's really just going to be a control of Nagoriyuki. We're already getting this started here. Nagoriyuki on both sides, actually. Hold up.
Huh? Okay, wait a minute. I did not know that we were pulling out the mirror tonight.
Test your luck to be on, yeah, that Blood Rage, and that unfortunately will be your demise here. Pink Nagoriyuki for Atheist here.
Yeah, Atheist already starting off with the first win. I'm interested to see kind of how the the gameplay went down to get to that stage. Obviously, we got in a little late there, but we'll be able to see from this next match how both of them like to play against each other in the Nago mirror.
You know what? What a perfect level to be at on Nagoriyuki with your title as Atheist Exorcist. Level 666. It's almost as though it was planned. Heavy. Ukyo forward does sneak into BSU. Wait a minute. Does sneak that back throw so we can hold that corner. Low slash, stagger pressure here. Yes, that delay after the 5K could get his 2K interrupted after FE releases from
Atheist still pushing through the corner, forcing Test Your Luck to put on burst. Already trying to get in, teleport after the RRC, able to catch Atheist. We got the corner right now, but drops a combo before they're able to set up a wall break, but they still have the health advantage. YRC?
Well, yeah, gotta be very cautious on that backdash away here from the slash. Nice EP. Blood Rage combo is imminent. No, we just opt to sit back, not put ourselves at risk. Off break there. Of course, we can go for a projectile against projectile here. Test your luck at the life advantage. That's a trade you can take, even if it did make it out there. The backdash.
Very good on Test Your Luck side, being able to escape from that ground, trying to lay on the pressure, but not able to break Atheist defense. Trying to Beyblade their way back in, but just a little too far away. Test Your Luck going to punish that, but again, stuck in the trying to strike the defender right now.
Again, close slash launch. Blood Rage, are we sure that Atheist isn't Test Your Luck? I mean, I know the names are all lined up here, but this gameplay looking kind of familiar, and Test Your Luck going to teach you the ways of entering Blood Rage. Like, I've learned this lesson one too many times, and you're about to see exactly why I've pumped the brakes I'm trying to pop so often.
That's the thing too. I feel like that's why Test Your Luck is able to take so much advantage off of Atheist Exorcist when they get into Blood Rage. Because Test Your Luck, again, that's their game. We know them for going into Blood Rage. If you know how to go into Blood Rage and make it effective, you also know how to punish other Nagos for abusing that, which is exactly what Test Your Luck keeps doing.
Nice, already got the DP. Back on Slash series there. Nice BSU, open season. We got that forward approach off the 6K.
Already forcing the wall break.
Oh! Pulls out the white bomb assault before it becomes a strike with a BSU. Well played.
It's such a strong play from Test Your Luck, and they're not stopping. Already round start putting you into the corner, teleporting. Can we break open the defense?
See, does get a little bit of stagger off the 6K. Base outcome from Atheist, but a very expensive one. Here's the Rage against the corner, though, so we're still quite threatening us. Test Your Luck with some meter on hand. Nice red RC to close it out. It's a 2-1 lead right now for Test Your Luck.
That game was just blink and you'll miss it, especially when they're able to catch that white wild assault with the BRC into the bloodsucking universe. That was insane.
Test Your Luck. Been through the ringer on several occasions here to get to this level of play. I mean, it has been riding Nagoriyuki, like, ride or die the entire time since the launch of the game. Past that mutual understanding.
You gotta respect somebody who's able to play the same character for 4 years now, ride or die, not switching at all. And again, Test Your Luck is showing that because they keep getting Atheist in the corner, keep checking them every time. You see them checking those lows, getting those Beyblades. Another very fast round, and now this is going to be potential set point.
Still back. A little bit of blood gauge buildup here, but looks like, yeah, we were banking on the BSU, and that one slim margin of error is still at least getting you a hair's breadth away from blood.
Very close. And ooh, Atheist able to find an opening. Able to put Test Your Luck into the corner, but just trying to get a little bit of chip damage right now. Very good backdash.
Really itching for that Blood Rage there, and it's a good read from Atheist, just recognizing the level that we're at, but doesn't recognize their own situation here with the RC at the PSU. That is 3-1 victory for Test Your Luck, and you got to be careful with those resources. The moment you see that Blood Rage just kind of cranked up, got to pump the brakes on that offense there, and Atheist took a step too far one too many times throughout that set.
I have to agree with you there. It felt like a lot of times we saw Atheist try to pop that Blood Rage, and most times, you know, we still see Test Your Luck, as you saw there in that last clip, still on the offensive, still able to stop Atheist Exorcist and pretty much make them regret popping out that Blood Rage.
I mean, it's just, it's funny because we're looking in the mirror almost at this point. It's like, oh, this is how I used to play. This is how I used to be on the side of Test Your Luck. But now, like, we've gotten so used to the fact that we can cycle into Blood Rage and combo after it, really continue our offense, take those routings there. And Atheist definitely has that groundwork. I just think at the points that we decided to pop Blood Rage, we were too close to death, and you ran into the one person that understands that neutral interaction on an intimate level, and that is Test Your Luck for sure.
Absolutely, because again, like you pointed out before, Zero, you know, you're playing Nago for 4 years straight. You're going to be knowing the weaknesses and the strengths of Nago. You're knowing how the game plan is going to look like, especially with Blood Rage, when you're not in Blood Rage. So you got to remember that when you're going up against somebody who's so versed on the character you're trying to play, that they're going to most likely know what you're going to be trying to think. Even if you put your own spin on it, they're going to try to figure it out, you know, download it after a little bit. As you saw, you know, in the match that we did not see, Atheist did get the first win. We don't know what happened in it, but I imagine after that game, Test Your Luck was able to adapt, see how they play Nago, and then from there, pretty much just read them like a book.
Right. And a lot of times that just, you could chalk that up to just the initial burst reaction. It's just the panic of trying to figure out your opponent there, right? Like you see that immediate sprint, the jump scare, and it's just, okay, you know what? You're going to throw your temper tantrum for the first round, but I see the type of player that you are now. Let's, you know, start feeling comfortable for the rest of the set here. And Test Your Luck certainly seemed to be in quite a groove. And that tell is certainly being able to grab that White Wild Assault. Very fortunate timing to go for the blue RC there and to really grab that. I mean, certainly a great way to take a win there. Up next, we will have Kensei versus Goats. Kensei, like I said, had a strong run on TNS just earlier this week. Still going to continue that run here. And Goats on the Johnny, it seems.
I mean, we see Kensei a lot, of course, on that Kai, as always. Definitely a demon when it comes to their air normals, being able to always open an opponent up through there. And, of course, Stun Dipper, too, always gets it into the corner. I feel like Goats, if they do want to come out on top here, I mean, it's for any Johnny, but Misfiner is gonna pretty much be your claim to victory. It is the main Johnny move, but mainly making sure you use that in order to anti-air and keep Kensei out of the sky. I think is going to be one of their best bets.
Yeah, this matchup is a little terrifying because they both almost want the same thing, but Kai players a lot lately have been more that rushdown style. We see that a little bit from Mike Safdie kind of swapping over to Kai a bit, right? Being more close range now. And Kensei showcases that very much. I mean, you had Danny, Mike, and also Kensei, the three Kais right now, which I can't believe I have to say Mike is a Kai at this point, right? Like, you're still just, it's a prank, right? You're playing Soul tonight, right, Mike? Please. Anyways, but you're dealing with some of the most aggressive Kai players out there, and that is a recipe for disaster on the side of Johnny, who likes to be very preventative. And in a lot of cases, the buttons coming out of Kai, especially Far Slash or Heavy Slash, both great tools to kind of close that gap, but also reach out to the mid screen, not have to worry too much about putting ourselves in a very unfortunate situation. Whereas Johnny, that slower startup, does have to work with Misfiner as you're calling out, right? And being able to pull out draw, if you have the time, that's all the more beneficial for you, but it's a very tricky situation because you're having to guarantee that you already got a knockdown to put out draw, to put out a card to get the guard crush and continue your pressure. Keeping space away from Kai is also kind of tricky considering, well, they have projectiles that can close the gap against you. So we'll see how that plays.
Absolutely. Just has to see how it plays out between the two. We'll see if also Mike Safdie, switches off the Kai and goes Soul. But at the same time, knowing Mike Safdie, they play everyone. I'm convinced they play everyone. I've seen them play Milia. Fourth character I'm not remembering. Something wants to tell me I've seen them play Bedman of all characters.
Oh gosh, that would be crazy. That doesn't seem like a Mike Safdie character. I feel like Mike has probably just the way you play Bedman. The Milia, all right, sure, but like maybe Potemkin. I feel like it. Either Potemkin or Slayer. That's the type of player that I think Mike Safdie.
I could see the Slayer coming from Mike Safdie. I really can. But Potemkin is crazy. But I mean, it's Potemkin. Bro's crazy right now.
If you remember, Soul is actually a grappler, so it all lines up.
True. You know, you got your grappler right there in Potemkin, and we thought we were gonna get the grappler with the Lucy, but we'll see how she plays. We'll see.
Okay, so we'll set up a new lobby here, make sure things get all settled out between these folks. I think there was a little bit of that going on the TNS bracket as well, so hopefully things settle down. But yeah, it'll be Goats and Kensei in just a bit. And of course, in the background, we still have Mike Safdie versus Wild Zappa. Still holding on to all hope that we get Zappa. And then Daniel Baza versus Rocky. I mentioned Lucy. I didn't tune in for the presentation. Did we get more than just the key art of Lucy? Was there... I haven't looked back on anything. Is there more info? What do we got going on with Lucy here?
So a few things. We did see, like, of course, we did like see concept art for Lucy, which did show off like stills of some moves that we could see in the game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them looked like command grabs and grabbing animations. So a lot of us thought, oh, grappler. But I forget where it was stated, but it was officially stated that Lucy is not going to be a grappler. So she will have command grabs, it looks like, but won't be that grappler playstyle. Also, a little fun fact, I'm going to say right now, apparently they were originally going to go for Gerald from The Witcher before that was rerouted to Lucy.
Really? Gerald was the, isn't that, that's not the president, right?
Duel 1.
Who is Gerald again? No, Gerald's the, who is Gerald? Oh, Gerald. You said Gerald.
Gerald, I mispronounced that, my fault.
You pronounced it right, and I just, for some reason, thought you said Gerald. Here we are, Kensei versus Goats on Slayer, though. Makes a lot of sense in this matchup here, honestly. You do not want to be caught in those awkward positions as Johnny got comfortable with the pace of the match. They got a contribute here with Slayer. 2H immediate spend for Super just to close the gap.
Definitely putting it back in Goat's favor too, able to chase Kensei into the corner, anti-air them, but you're getting jabbed, getting RRC'd, stuck back into the corner, send them sky high, Kensei going to keep it locked in.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Slash starts. There's so much counterplay with defense Goats here. Get a little too handsy with some map hunches here. Let's get shock state again. Fouché arc, still going to maintain our turn, and this corner pressure is going to be insane. And this is the unfortunate thing. Goats, I guess at this point, we can just say that Goats plays a couple characters that have no defensive option out of the corner, right? You have, of course, your universal mechanics get out, but Slayer, true reversal, Johnny, the same thing, unless you try to go for supers. The same can be applied here for Slayer. Side swap does get the close slash. Another one.
Okay, here we go, gets the super fireball, already going to secure hard knockdown on Goats. Kensei immediately going in with the kick, already able to take them out.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I see you.
See how this neutral goes. Oh, immediate 2H forcing that burst.
That's the thing, is that some of these hits are coming out just as stray hits. They're not... there's no information on the field right for you to pull off like that 2H. You just kind of did it because you felt like it was going to work there. And this is the kind of set play that you're going to be looking at right now with Kensei really coming out on top here. This is just a catch-up because the connection of spectating. But yeah, I mean, that was a hard call out there. Kensei kind of understands the assignment here at this point. It's just, you're in a panic state. I'm going to let you make the mistakes where I can just really capitalize on them. 2 games up here for Kensei.
Mm-hmm. Kensei playing very strong, as you can see from those past 2 rounds, where even on those straight hits, like you said, we saw 2H, we saw a burst when they felt like, they were in a really bad spot, but every time Kensei is able to make a comeback, bait the burst, because the burst was in a situation where Kensei felt, okay, this is going to come out, where the 2H, you know, we had our burst on lock, and from there, you know, there really was no follow-up. I feel like if Goats does want to make the reversal come out here against Kensei, obviously very hard, because as we said, it's a tough route to go through. I'm just trying to see the player names, because I'm pretty sure
I saw Zappa just walk in, but hold on now.
Hold on, because now that I'm remembering, that was the Soul alt on Kai, and that is Mike Saftik's alt.
Well, no, that is also Kensei's alt.
That is. Oh, they both play that alt. Oh, I've never seen. Am I going crazy?
Kensei had been bouncing around, but it was sticking with the Soul throughout TNS this Monday. So.
Wait, Kensei on Soul?
Well, I mean, sorry, Soul Color.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Those two are just so like. Whenever they play against each other, they like to, of course, play Soul and Kai. You know, the lower matchup. But sometimes they like to go on the other alts when they do play against each other. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're just mixed matching like that.
Settled out here in just a second. Put this here because there's still one more game for Kensei. I'll try and take against Goats. We can get that, and then we'll move on to our other sets after, of course. While Zappa jumping in, which would mean Mike Saftig would be the next competitor to go up against Zappa. If that is the case.
Mm-hmm. Have to figure out when that is. Gotta, you know, now that there's one more game, there still is a chance to reverse sweep here. It is 1st to 3 throughout the bracket.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Kensei's no longer in the room. Stars. That is Zappa in front of us here. Kensei just felt, I've done enough. This is a ton of damage on Goats right now.
I wonder where Kensei went.
But yeah, I'm taking a quick gander at some of this Lucy art, and I can see how some folks might have saw that use that grappler shot. The more I see Lucy, I'm telling y'all, it's 100% Elton. With just not even Elton. It's Fona. Lucy just plays Fona.
I mean, I can see it.
Gonna pull you back in with an attack. It's like Phonon does. She could push you away. Look, yeah, this is just Phonon.
Hold on, let me pull up those stills again.
Kensei had a controller and PC crash. The controller disconnected and the PC crashed.
That is unfortunate. A 2-in-1 combo.
Well, you know what? At the very least, it happened when you were getting the dub. Actually, it might have happened right at the end, and I think we just gave him the point. But she was gonna kill anyways, chat. Like, I can't.
Like, we were already at the wall, as Kensei. The wall was gonna get broken. Okay.
Hammer there. Drops out a little early. Good challenge on the heavy stun edge. And get the shatter.
Okay, able to utilize. Oh, nice catch on that DP.
The power bunker follow-up, though. Better reset.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
It's okay, it's
Goats
okay.
did
Still
ask
around.
that we counted as a victory for Kensei.
Okay, I got you.
Use 2-8. Use 2-8 right there. I got the lift off the shock state. Such a great addition. Gobble off the shock state TP. Very smart stuff. And the red RC for the victory. Kensei 3-0 perfect.
Oh,
no, it's one more.
We still got one more.
I forgot it. We didn't.
But immediately baiting the burst there too, and the backdash is not going to be living. Okay.
I'm writing off notes already. I'm so sorry, guys.
Fine,
Red
it's
RC.
fine.
It's about to be a perfect again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, 3-0, perfect. As I was saying, as decreed by the script.
The script?
Indeed. I said it.
They're
Thanks
not
for
supposed to
coming,
know.
Cubs. We still got another game.
Yeah, you got to remember that everybody moves on. This is pretty much just to figure out who goes into winner side and who goes into losers. But everyone is going to be moving on from these top 16 preliminaries, however you say that word.
Yeah, absolutely. Preliminaries, Wilson. But you got it. You got it. It wasn't like I heard Gerald out of preliminaries. So, and you pronounced Gerald correctly. Okay. So. I forgot about that, Laura. That was really cool. They thought about doing Geralt or Guilty Gear, but landed on Lucy here. But man, what a dominant set coming from Kensei here. And it's darn if you do, darn if you don't, between the two character picks that we saw on the side of Goats here. Because defensively, both of their characters are not going to be great against this offensive pressure here. There's certainly the damage factor that comes into play when you're on the side of Slayer, but you got to go crazy. And we didn't get a lot of mixed potential. It seemed like there was some apprehension in the neutral, whether or not we would make that forward approach. We see some great left-right mixes come out from Slayer, but Kai is one of those characters that might get caught by that situation. It's just about you closing the gap. And R/Slash is a great tool to deny your opponent a dash distance, plus a great 5K to interrupt folks. Like, it's honestly a recipe for disaster if you try to make too quick an approach a little too hastily there.
Mm-hmm. And we might see a repeat of that because we got Mike Saftig and Wild Zappa coming up. Wild Zappa on the Slayer. And we know Mike Saftig can play Kai, so we might see it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they still stick on the Soul. Either way, Slayer is either fighting one of those two characters, and we already just saw how that matchup felt in our last game on Kai.
Yeah, and with Soul, though, like, this is the better matchup you want to play into as Slayer. Like, we're going for a slugfest in this one, and that is fine for both players here. You can go on, welcome to the stream, and you just missed Kensei. I was wondering when you're going to show up, but here you are.
They show up every time no, they were watching.
Okay.
They were just lurking. You know, sometimes you're just going to lurk.
I'm not trying to put you on blast for not chatting.
Yeah, it's
I almost expected it.
I was expecting to hear what would happen to Kensei if they won or not. Like, what would happen? I feel like that's become a recurring theme.
They got steak Monday. It was crazy. Why don't I get a steak for this?
Dang, I want a steak.
I don't have a steak thought. I only have a chicken thought. So I guess that's probably on me. I should have thought of a steak. My bad.
I should buy meat.
Yeah, we'll go to the grocery. We'll go to the butcher right after this. We're gonna go get our meats.
Yeah, get some steak, maybe get some chicken too. Just have a whole smorgasbord of food.
Whatever. We'll just have a barbecue and just have at it. It is the summer. You know, I know we just have 4th of July, but any day during the summer is a good day to barbecue.
I got a story about 4th of July barbecue. Okay. I banned 2 of my friends from ever touching a grill again.
Okay, all right. I had to wait for the rest of the sentence to ban 2 of my friends. Oh no, this is bad. Run the grill. Oh, okay, not so bad. It is bad, but go on.
So basically, we were using the charcoal grill that's really right outside my apartment.
Okay.
And we were trying, get a fire started. We put a bunch of charcoal in it. And one of my friends, who's also my roommate, wanted to change. We had the charcoal in like a pile, and the fire was starting to go. But then he just completely ruined it by making it a little campfire thing in the grill, like a circle with a pit in the middle, and the fire completely went out because of it. After a while, I just went inside, and every time I came back up, they're like bickering at each other and fanning the fire with their hands. And I would just stare at them like, what is going on? What made it worse is when I got the burger, though.
You got a burger out of the embers of the coals?
The thing was, it looked cooked, but the thing is, my friends did not. Yeah, no, they did not do this thing when you're cooking meat called check the inside of the meat to make sure it's cooked. That thing was pink. When I tell you it was pink, dude.
That's tragic. Thank you so much. I do like my Gundam collection very much so. Yeah, I don't understand. Some folks, they just know how to do a fire, and some people don't. And it's always funny when you get to be on the outside, you know how to make a fire, and you're watching people try to figure out how to make fire. And I just watched it. Oh, we're dead. Like, if I didn't know how to do this, we're dead. That's That's it. I got to a point. I went to go visit Fred. Thank you so much for that trip. It's a fantastic trip. I went to a cabin up north, and they were trying to start a fire, and they were too scared to get into the fire to start said fire. So I'm in there like, dude, just move out of the way. I got this. I got the kindling. I put it in, and I light. He's like, you need to get out of there. You're gonna catch fire. I'm like, it's not even started, bro. I'm literally just burning the kindling. It's not even a fire. It's literally just a birthday candle right now. Like, this is all that we're doing. Like, you're so brave. I'm like, this is not brave. This is just how this needs to work.
I love how hundreds of thousands of years ago, one of the biggest achievements that the human race was able to achieve was making fire.
Yeah.
And now we cannot make fire anymore. The time has
regressed.
passed.
Yeah, we've regressed. You know, evolution has happened. We have technology that makes fire for us. We don't need to understand how to make fire anymore. It's a lost art. Just be cooking steak indoors or we're outside barbecues. So I do that. But so now I have an electric stove, not a gas stove. And that sucks. It works. It's just, you know, when you're trying to use an cast iron skillet. I got that right. I don't know why I wanted to say iron cast skillet. That was weird. But cast iron skillet on electric seems kind of tricky to cook with. I've been doing some steaks on there.
That's good. That's good.
I'll get myself a grill pretty soon. That's what I'm gonna do.
I know we have a gas grill too at my apartment. Obviously, I have an apartment, so it's not like I can buy a grill for myself. I don't even know where I'd put that if I did.
That's the tricky thing. I remember when I was in an apartment, we were not allowed to like have a grill in certain apartments, and then I got to one that let us have a grill, but it had to be off the property, not like right on your, because I had like a ground floor balcony. So it was like, all right, I could just cook it here. Like, no, it's got to be off in the grass. I'm like, fine. I mean, makes sense. So I don't burn the apartment down. And there was another one where we like stored it outside. It was weird. It's a to-do, basically.
Okay. I mean, I did see some of those, like, I do see some of those around my apartment where they got, like, their own grills, gas or charcoal, but, you know, they're on the grass.
Yeah.
Won't allow them on the actual ground balconies. I have a second floor myself, so obviously I can't be doing any of that.
Right.
But still, it's nice that there's a bunch of grills around, and maybe next July 4th, I'm going to call up some of my other friends and be like, all right, I know you guys can grill. You guys handle it this year.
Get yourself one of those gas grills, like the little mini ones with the kerosene off to the side. I say that like it's really easy to get those, but like that would be my go-to. Just look, if I have to stick with like a public one, then I'm gonna go get my own little mini grill. You know what I'm talking about? They got the little side canister on the it's just carry it around. You can take it to the beach with you if you want. That'd be pretty cool.
I should probably invest in that.
Especially like on an in-between. Mike Saptig will be on his way soon. He's finishing up a match. Okay. All right.
Yes.
What if Danny was ready? Or Rocky? Oh, no, they're off-stream now. We're taking so long. They're off-stream now. Never mind. You're not going to see Danny or Rocky. It's just Mike and Wild Zappa. And once they get done, we're jumping in the top 8. Look at it.
Okay.
Thanks for bearing with us, folks, as we get our next competitors here in just a moment. We talk about barbecues.
Yes, pretty much been talking about that. I definitely need to get one of those because even the charcoal grills over here, they are, I don't know how old they are, but I could definitely tell that they got a lot of wear and tear. Very, trying to find the word for it, but obviously very old. Not able to do a lot of things. The side handles on them to like lift up the actual grill part so you can put in the charcoals. Very hard to do that now because it's very, very rusted through.
Yeah.
You got to scrape a lot of that off. We were worried at first on using that just because of how much debris was on there. And of course, I asked the apartment complex about it. Like, hey, what do we do with the charcoal once we're done? And then they're like, oh yeah, just leave it.
Yeah, I'm always worried about those public grills. Like, I know people cook on them, and they're probably fine. I don't trust them. That's why I got my own little mini grill. It's like, I'll take that outside and just cook off that. I know what happened to it. I know what coals are in it. I know if I cleaned it or not. I know. I can't trust other people.
I trust it. I know. The only reason I trust it a little bit is because my window right there actually has a bird's eye view of that grill. I've never seen anybody cook on that grill. So I was like, I don't think anybody's ever cooked on it in recent times. So I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, and it's fire. It'll burn anything off. Whatever. Unless they painted it, which why would they do that? That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why they would paint the grills, especially because they just got a gas grill installed near the pool. So I'm pretty sure they don't even care about the charcoal grills anymore.
Heck. They probably care about that gas grill. I commandeer the gas grill next to the pool. Can you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I could do that, but we wanted to use the charcoal grill this year. I could not remember why.
It tastes better.
Yeah,
it's superior.
Yes. I mean, mine would have tasted better if it was a little more cooked through. But that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, fire is required for cooking, and it sounds like you had like lukewarm cooking going on. Oh man. Well, at least you had burger.
I had burger. I did.
Was there any fireworks going on? Did you do fireworks that weekend, or just barbecue?
I did. We had to find somewhere to do fireworks though, because for the past 2 years, I've always done it in this church parking lot. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do in church parking lots, but the thing is, we've been doing it because nobody ever went to that church. I've never seen anybody go there for mass or anything. We go this year, and there's like this one person that rounds the corner and like, you can't do that here. You can't do fireworks or anything. It's like, oh.
Okay.
Like, that sucks. She was definitely pissed about it. But the thought that went through my head was, why did you not care the past decade? What changed?
They're in charge now. They weren't there before. They are there now. That's what. It's not like you guys are doing like mortars or anything, right? Like probably just like little fountain fireworks and maybe like a bottle rocket or two.
Yeah, just little fountain fireworks because everything else is banned in North Carolina.
Yeah. So that, yeah. Don't even worry about it. You're not causing a ruckus.
Yeah.
Zappa's going to cause a ruckus though, and Mike Zapdig going to be on Kai Kisuke betraying me every day. Ever since you left Soul Bat Guy, Mike, I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore.
Everyone's just conforming to the Kai truth.
Stun edge, down start here, going for full screen positioning. Woo! The left, right, and doesn't get the throw this time. It's going to be Wild Zap to get the throw. This is the mix I was talking about here. Great offensive prowess here. Once you close that gap, hammer off the dandy step.
Zone back, force the burst. Trying to just dive your way in there, but getting caught in the air by Mike Sapdik. Now it's their turn. Couldn't break the wall. YRC could be bad.
Our crush, quite the vapor thrust. No, Mike, what are you doing? Get too saucy with it. That might have been a stun edge set up right there. Instead of vapor thrust. It would have been interesting at that range. You can drag it install. Not close enough to extend the combo, but you block, Mike. Yes, you are.
Nice block there to be able to save their lives on the dragon install. Definitely a lot more back and forth, especially because Wild Zappa, as you pointed out before, already going dandy, but we got the left-right mix-ups. Or not mixing out of that combo starting up for Mike Sapdik, but we can 2P. We're fine.
Trying to backdash some of these dandy steps here, but we constantly go for that hammer. Go for the crush. There it is. Side swap. Heavy addition.
Okay, there we go. Mike Sapdik close to burst if they want to use it, but just going to stun dipper their way in. Force our RC. Bag it. Going back to McDonald's because you're going to be bagging those fries, bro.
Oh, we got the jump, so we're going to avoid the super. No RC to save yourself. Plenty of meter to extend the corner and get the victory. First game to Mike.
Nice job there, of course, going to Mike. Going to be able to keep themselves alive against Wild Zappa. But Wild Zappa, they're still able to call out a lot of openings from Mike Sapdik, especially those with DPs. That's something that a lot of these DP strong characters utilize a lot. You see it on Leo, you see it, of course, on Kai. They'll go for DP because they know they can get, good advantage in some situations. But when a DP whiffs, that's the thing. It's high risk, high reward. So they get punished hard for them.
Yeah, we know Mike certainly likes to take a lot of risk in between those opportunities. Still living like a soul player. Back in the swing of things we go. Slayer up against Kai. See how the round start. I do like how crazy that Wild opened up, right? Just trying to make the left-right potential, really going for Dandy pressure, mostly stick with the slash version of Dandy, getting that guard crush as opposed to, or not the guard crush of slash, the heavy version does, but still keep things guessing for Mike Safdie, who's trying to backdash a lot away from it. He can still challenge some of this stuff off of Dandy stuff. As far as
Very good poke there, and already forcing the burst off of Wild Zappa, having to go in. You gotta remember they can always teleport dash. And already Mike Safdie, yeah, we're just gonna be taking you straight to the wall, and we're gonna be crushing it. Gotta ride the lightning, buddy.
Already down on resources in terms of burst gauge and the Wild assaults. No burst to stop this onslaught of damage that's about to come through. 6H conversion.
There we go. Able to get it back to where we started, but gotta be watching out. Gotta be watching your frames. Gonna be able to stay alive there, but riding the lightning again. Okay.
Very brave callouts here from Mike. Take a round up.
Duel 2.
Cautious on those gaps that you're giving.
Hit down, able to hit the fireball there into the DP. Definitely gonna be. Oh no, we're gonna be dropping the combo, not breaking the wall.
Nice. Was Master Hammer that time, but not able to follow up. Like, get the 2P. That's the way that works out. Hammer still gonna get that guard crush. Foul Bunker will get punished.
Nice. Has the first though in order to make their way out. Mike Safdie trying to play a little bit more careful.
Wow.
Literally just gets the K and rides the lightning. Wait for that one normal to be able to create an opening and then just super it out.
Playing at those whiff punish ranges here and going for that 5K quick conversion. Just easy peasy to close that out there. And it stops that Dandy pressure, right? So even if you go for Master Hammer, that 5K will interrupt it there. Still get that quick super opportunity. We'll leave for Mike Safdie right now.
We'll be seeing if Mike Safdie is going to be able to continue this to the perfect 3-0 against Wild Zappa, or if they're going to be able to make that reverse sweep. Make sure that they, go into the winner's side up top 8 instead of the losers. Definitely more ideal. Already 2H, okay.
Guard crush as the Dandy K for a low. Too far for the far slash. Back it up. No, that was far.
Nice. Try to secure guard crush, but again, cannot break the defense on Mike Safdie. Gonna be able to just jump in on you, put you in the corner, fireball hit, flipping on you. Gonna get another opening, and we're gonna be breaking.
Jump goes with the JS. Not quite used to how often we're seeing this Dandy Heavy come out from Wild Zappa. There it is. I was wondering when it was going to come because you have your air throw opportunity. You can still use close slash opportunity to interrupt. Preemptive enough. There's also, as we saw, 5K, especially 5P. That's a great anti-air check against the Master Hammer.
Here we go, though. Gonna be blood sucking in here, but Mike Safdie gonna find their opening, ride the lightning, gonna be sending you for the hard knockdown, as this could be the last chance for Wild Zappa. Immediately BRCing, but it just all gets blocked, and you get anti-air tier 2, but following up. Oh, that's it. That's it.
The exact same way we won the last game here. The quick 5K super conversion. That's a 3.
Challenge me again whenever you like.
I'm jumping out. Do it again.
Wins.
It's 2-0. Don't worry, Chad. I got this count. It was 3.
Yeah, it was 3. No, you were right. You were right.
You know what they say in fighting games? Hesitation kills you. I've died twice now in that set alone.
You're getting mixed up by production. You're getting mixed.
Here we go. We'll get that instant replay of the set here. Yep. Instant RC to get that block. Who says that you can't drag an assault take victory? And even though we were finding missed opportunities to punish some of the Dandy step interactions, we're still staying in safe distances, not letting massive conversions come out. man, the way that Mike was calling out these dandy approaches with 5K, huge to stop that offense coming from Slayer. Even that air throw, right? We haven't seen a lot of challenges off the heavy ender of dandy step. We are very quick to convert into super damage here as we see Mike Saptic advance in this bracket. Winner's side top 8, 3-0.
Something also to note is that Danny Almaza is also going to be moving on to the top side of top 8. Going to be 3-0ing Rocky, as they're going to be moving on there too. So are we. Going to be here now for top 8, as we're already starting off with Test Your Luck versus Kensei.
Ooh, get right back into the Kai action here up against the Goriyuki, and we'll have a Kai mirror potentially. Of course, it's Mike versus Danny, so it's probably going to be Soul into Kai. We'll see how that plays out. Because as you mentioned earlier, Kensei versus Mike usually means it's going to be Soul versus Kai. That's likely going to be the same case there. Then on the bottom, we do have Rocky, Wild Zappa on the loser's side, top half. And the bottom half, Atheist Exorcist versus Goats. And if you could, folks, I want to make a quick reminder that Matcherino is still available. ! Matcherino. Use up those free codes. Let folks know that there is a Matcherino for our Guilty Gear bracket tonight. We'll get some players paid out with some free cash just for taking a moment to click all of the claim code options.
Absolutely, be able to claim those. We got 20 left, so we're already at a little over halfway through them. But if you're able to claim more, help out these players. Even get a quick meal after this. A little celebratory meal is also very nice. As you can see, as we recapped earlier, our top 8 bracket here pretty much going to be having 10 matches for the rest of the night. And once we get to the losers bracket, that's when we start to be like, all right, here's where we're going to be eliminating players. This is where players got to start playing for their life.
Yes. Yeah, one more life remains for the folks on the bottom here, but we're going to get into quite a slugfest going forward with Test Your Luck up against Kensei. Again, it's going to be Nagoriyuki up against Kai, and Kensei has been on quite the tear. Coming up from Puerto Rico for these matches. That matchup alone, again, it is going to be an interesting round start. Always is in the case of Nagoriyuki, right? Because that rock, paper, scissors kind of skews a little bit on the side of Nagoriyuki. Whether you respect like that guessing game of DP at round start, or if it's just going to be a respectful slash series. It's just a loaded gun on the side of Nagoriyuki, and you don't know what kind of flavor of character you're going to get until that round starts.
Gonna be finding out what's gonna be going on between these two here. Of course, gotta respect letting the intros roll. Always love to see that on production. I do that myself whenever I'm getting streamed in a match. It's like, all right, let those intros roll, because that's how we build up. That's how we build up hype, especially on this round start. And immediately going to Test Your Luck. Beyblade coming through, and the DP gets blocked. Okay.
Rounded punish, but we still got the counter hit. Ooh, wanted to interrupt the heavy slash, but was not quite close enough yet. Was Kensei still ran into that stun edge there.
Trying to backdash again.
Pick up a little bit too far for anything further. Blocks the blood rage. Pressure going. Whoa. And no fear from Kensei there. That was 50% tension on the side of Test Your Luck, which could have been a super ID pressure. Same test. Close slash pressure. We get to shatter with 6H.
Already jumping through, able to land a fireball from the air, cross up, able to get the RRC2. Kensei's cooking now. DP to lead into the corner, break the wall, and there we go. Gonna be taking it off, taking some elf, gonna be able to tie it up a little bit and block the BRC.
R slash will. What a 2P. And no RC, no less of a cross under. It's not the meter for super, but should get our shatter. Ah, too far. There it is. Up to 5P approach, first game for Kensei.
Really sharp from Kensei there, especially that end where they just RRC'd right after the 2P. We're seeing that from Kensei and from Mike Saptic. These Kai players, just press one button. If we see that one button hit, RRC. The hit confirms are on point from these Kai players tonight.
We'll see how this continues, though. Test Your Luck. Looking to try to turn this around here. I do like how we approached that first game. At least the first round. not closing it here. And yeah, I don't need to guess anymore. The moment I see the overhead come through, I'll DP right at you.
Too late.
Quick reaction from Kensei.
Too late.
He's got the gold burst off too to throw into the corner.
Wild. Back dash, but yeah, the reversal super. Kensei gonna get out of this corner.
Instantly bursted though from Test Your Luck. Really needs to figure out a way to get back. Gets vaulted over. Can we keep blocking on Shock State?
That blood gauge helping to get that bar slash, or heavy slash rather. Because we got the slash series, we're able to lower that blood gauge just a bit to survive without rage. But Kensei gets the final shot off with the air stun edge.
Completely beautiful, and we're already at wall break for Test Your Luck, trying to make a run back against Kensei, but they still have quite a way to go, especially since Kensei, you know, flipping in there, gets the wild assault, and it's pretty much just going to be returned in favor.
Oh, you're going to close up the air throw. That's a scary spot to be. That could have been a JS cover of Kensei. Could have been testable for JD instead of the throw, and I'm willing to bet that's exactly what Test Your Luck wanted, was JD as opposed to throw. Was holding on to a direction instead.
Nice, low profile confirmed. Gets the charge gust off. There we go. Keep it going to the corner. Warp your way in and keep them out 5 feet. Oh, gets bursted!
Here's 6-8. Doesn't even need the super, but still sends it. Gives you a little bit of pizzazz.
Duel 3.
Yeah, you know, finish off with some style points there from the super. It's not like it's going to matter anyway.
Here we go. Use that close slash pressure. Build up that risk gauge on Test Your Luck if they don't want to open up or try to check you.
Are you trying to go up, try to 5k again, but Test Your Luck, trying to keep themselves alive. Oh, shit on the stop blocking.
It seemed like it was the ideal time to get out of that corner. Test thought so, I thought so, but Kensei's reaction, the quick decision to go for that super here.
Very strong call out from Kensei. Pretty much just said, no, you think you're safe, but I'm just going to super you. You're gone.
Your turn, I'm applying shock state even if you block it. You're going to stay in the corner.
That's the thing. Any fighting game, even like mainly Guilty Gear 2, it's just like we want to secure that corner, and anything we have to sacrifice, we will, to make sure that you stay in your corner and you do not breathe after.
Our slashes here, daring Test Your Luck to play that range. US. Now that we've earned quarter here, H is the approach. Oh, wow.
Up though. Watch out for some of these attacks, but hey, we still get our super off, but we get low profiled again.
All out there. 2S is the snipe that we got before we could get within range. A approach is still keeping that positive pressure here. What a call out here. Recognize the Fukio. Quick UK to interrupt. The shock state almost had the full extension, just an early drop.
Pardon me?
He's going to be able to keep Test Your Luck in the corner in Shock State 2. Blocks the YRC. Very huge for Kensei to keep up their pressure.
So, I sniped and... Wow, I'm not even sure you needed the backdash, but still well-timed here from Kensei. Lets it rip. UP. I don't have to finish, but oh my goodness.
Kensei doesn't care. Doesn't care about your blood rage. They're going to stun Dipper right in. They're going to immediately assault you. Especially
because you can't block it after, right? You're just still caught in that putter state. I was surprised at the fireball that here we go. BSU test open season. We're trying to make this approach, and we're certainly going to try. What a paper thrust for Kensei. Fast drift. Let's get air combo routing.
For the YRC. A little bit of a trade. Just trying to back up. Able to anti-air. RRC. We finishing this off here in the corner? Yes, we are.
We have a 3-0 victory. Kensei advancing on the winner side of top 8. over Test Your Luck. And it looks so daunting to try to deal with Kensei. That offensive pressure was just completely dominant throughout the set. I mean, to the point where we just dared Test Your Luck to do something with a series of far slashes. Nothing extra on top of it. Just playing that neutral game here. Look at that. Calling out the backdash. Just a 5P.
Fireball 2. We still had some callouts from Test Your Luck, which they were able to take some rounds off of Kensei. In the end, though, Kensei was just always able to keep this corner Oki and pressure up, and mainly just didn't even care what Test Your Luck was doing, even if it was at their disadvantage. Go in and just, yeah, that's what they did. That's the best way I could put it, especially with how much they were challenging that Blood Rage. They didn't care you in Blood Rage. They're just going to go in.
And it was really great to see that final sequence because it shows exactly how Kensei was playing. It wasn't just pressing a button and then I was within a vulnerable state. It was, I pressed the button, I recognized my opponent made this decision, I have another answer for it immediately after, and we swapped that 6P. We don't overextend. It was very rare for Kensei to do that, and it was very methodical to achieve victory here throughout the set. Up next, we're going to get another Kai, Danny Elmaza, going up against Mike Saftig, and maybe on Soul this time. Maybe. But it's a whole new era of Kai. I mean, there were 3 Kais in the last Guilty Gear top 8, right? If I'm not mistaken. For Breakout specifically, so.
Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. There was 3 Kais last time. And of course, there could potentially still be 3 Kais here if Mike Saftig wants to be playing those 3 Kais. Again, we just gotta wait and see, though. But I imagine this is going to be definitely a very heated match, especially since even in Breakout, these two face off against each other a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely. They've been going at it quite some time. Yeah, I just got the last Guilty Gear. It was Danny on Kai, Kensei on Kai, and Mike Saftig on Kai. Yeah, 2 millions there.
Oh, okay.
There's that.
Got some character variety there too. Just checking up on. Okay. So Mike Saftig, just gonna be waiting on them. They're gonna be finishing a match right now. So while we're waiting, we're just gonna be chilling until that happens.
Well, take this time, folks, to use up some more Matcherino codes if you haven't already. It's that exclamation point Matcherino as we wait along here. And we'll get a match going in just a bit. Another great way to start out the Friday, of course. Just nothing but video games all the way.
You know, just chill here, talk about Guilty Gear, watch some matches, do that, and for a couple of hours. It's a good way to, round out the week on a Friday night and bring in the weekend.
Only the best happening this weekend. Another Arc World Tour stop. So it'll be a gold qualifying stop there. Just points on the line, not a immediate qualification. That's something you want to keep an eye on here if you want to check out some EU competition for the Arc World Tour. It's a stop to check out. And of course, next weekend is Boston Blue Beat for your next stateside stop of Arc World Tour qualification. So hopefully we see y'all there. Or you tune in for some of that Guilty Gear action as well.
Absolutely. And of course, there's so many brackets online that you can, train up for Guilty Gear Strive. Just going throughout the week. Monday, you got TNS. Wednesday, you got Paragon. Thursday, you got OEG with Fight Sticks and Flash Kicks. And of course, Friday, you got both the Geekly and Breakout right here. And then you can round it out on the weekend, Saturday, with the Payday bracket and L Felt's extras. So you got a lot of days where you can be playing some Guilty Gear.
Especially with the announcement of online qualifiers for the Arc World Tour. So congrats to everyone that was picked for that. It's covering across the globe, so we'll still get plenty of online points to at least try to get better positioning on the brackets. It'll be pretty good.
Hold on, I gotta research that myself. I did not know there were online qualifiers.
They just announced it. I think it was yesterday they announced. Or it was today, and my day has been way too long. It was today.
Sometimes it's like that.
Literally today they announced it. So yeah, my day was too long. But yeah, August 9th, they'll have that East Asia online. August 23rd is the Europe online at Che Benji. Guy Leon for the East Asia. Yeah, Mike Ross on August 30th. Japan in August 31st. It'll be Utiaso and Yuzuji. These are Grand Blue specific qualifiers. So we'll still have more if you check out the Arc World Tour website for other events.
Okay, that's pretty sick. I'm gonna try to pull it up here myself. But speaking of pulling up, there it is, Chimera. Still gonna be the Chimera.
Okay. Try to get started. Heavy. There we go.
Okay, shock state on Mike Saftig. What's the burst?
Just to get that 2K, but Danny already closing that gap. It's going to be a battle of the shock state. Tap dust connected there. Very sneaky from Danny.
Very sneaky indeed. Going to be able to break the wall on Mike Saftig. Still in shock state. Got to be careful, especially because you're getting anti-aired into the corner. Got one last chance. Just get stun dipped to be punished. Starting off. There we go. Got the shock on Mike Saftig.
Massive counter hit. Still though the shock applied. A very tricky 5K. It's so difficult to tell when it's actually active there.
We're going to be riding the lightning too. It's going to be very rough for Mike Saftig to come back from this, especially with this hard knockdown. But we've seen them come back from worse. BRC into the throw, put El Maza into that corner.
6P. Lift off here. Full corner carry. Trying to go for the dash again.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Nice job from Danny Almaza. Gonna be
over there. Somebody just died.
I know. Okay, to put into context, my roommates and one of my friends is in the living room. Two of them being the griefers on the grill, and they've just been yelling for the past hour. And I wish I knew what they were yelling about. I don't know.
Really upset that Danny took the W.
I can't stop laughing. It's so quiet between the two of us, and then he just yells.
I put money on this. I put money on Mike winning, and Danny's still taking the dub.
You know, that would be a reason to yell, especially because look the way that Danny's just finessing Mike Saftig. Oh my goodness.
Blue Dre just ignore pressure. Or here finds it with the far slash. Great HSE just to make sure we can apply our own shock state once again. Thank you for plus frame pressure. Whoa! Great challenge from Danny, actually taking that step forward, calling out the retreat from Mike Saftig, but no avail as Mike continues their offense. FP range, and that's just Danny's special, right? Like, if I can't get out of this corner, I will force it once I get that hit with the Wild Assault. I was able to carry with the Ride the Lightning. Positive bonus here, build back that resource we spent.
Burst so active for Mike Saftig if they want to use it, but they're going to be riding that lightning to the left side, break the wall. One last chance if they want to come back out for this second game. BRC, save a little bit of life. Get an opening.
Yeah, the throw.
All you gotta do is throw him, Kai. There's so much damage. Of course, it's 2 frame, and you just able to go crazy after.
Two games up is Danny. Danny too hungry to play some Guilty Gear. You see the score for Danny, 13,000. That's the highest level I've ever seen for any Guilty Gear competitor. I'm sorry. Keep telling Danny there's other video games. I don't think he understands.
Gotta lock into Guilty Gear. What are you trying to do playing other games? That's cheating.
You could play River City Girls. You could play Net Impact. Or...
You're playing Net Impact.
You know... You could play Dodgeball. The Kunio-kun Dodgeball game.
That's true. You know, just saying on the Arc System Works train. You know, we're still in the same home. We're fine.
RC. As long as you can reduce some of that risk gauge, it's going to be very beneficial for Mike. I mean, next strike still is going to be almost certainly kill combo. And yeah, there's the burst, maintain the corner. RC to extend for more damage. Shatters them. Okay. So Mike is the only one to do Dragon Install win. So the Soul players can Dragon Install win. Got it.
Having problems playing Kai? Just play Soul and then go back to Kai. Gonna be better.
And then use the Soul color.
Just showing how strong you are on that Soul. But it looks like Danny Almaza does not care. Just gonna be going from one side of the stage to another. No signs of stopping too. When's the flip off? Okay.
Duel 3.
Wow. I didn't realize that Danny had a stronger bird.
He's stronger like that. You know, able to DP there, able to poke there. They're keeping our burst active for Mike Saptic. They don't want to use it yet.
Reserve the Wild Assault, guaranteed. Try to flip over the stun edge, which is certainly doable. There's your 6B. No way. You know what? You're crazy, Danny. There's no reason for you to DP, but it worked.
Worked just because Mike Saptic was just trying to walk up on you in a standard block, so you're fine there. Able to find your overhead opening, shock state, tap dust, RC, nothing's working. Oh, no, there we go. There's the burst.
Honestly, to Mike's credit, he's only been tap dusted once in this entire set. I mean, as an opener. As an opener. Sorry. That'd be cool. As an opener.
Yeah, as an opener. As an opener. Just gotta put that on like a little subtitle, just like a little fine print.
How dare he tap dust as soon as I say he's only been tap dusted once. Oh, chat, please. Oh. Great plays, though, from Danny, of course. Great defense from Mike. Just really kind of stopping any escape out of the corner opportunity from Mike here. I mean, look at this. We go coast to coast no matter what. The goal, the objective for Danny is to make sure that we got that carry, got the positive bonus to continue the Kai snowball effect, reapply shock state, and you can tell that they both kind of are reading from the same book of Kai Kisuke, right? They're both going for that out of the corner Wild Assault play, but the difference being that Mike has some of that Soul Flare, right? Willing to spend into Dragon Install. I could probably count on one hand how many times I've seen Danny Dragon Install, but 3-0 victory. Danny Almaza coming out on top of this one here.
Nice stuff from Danny Almaza, which of course means that for our winners finals, we will be seeing another Kai mirror between them and Kensei. But of course, first we're going to have to visit the losers bracket. Going to be starting off with Atheist Exorcist versus Goats.
Yeah, Atheist coming out here. Going to be on the Nagoriyuki, as I recall. Goats going to be on the Slayer. Unless we actually stick to the character entry on the screen and it's unique Johnny play. I'm just going based off of recent evidence. That's all I'm doing. Recent evidence.
Yeah, you know, we saw them on Nago, we saw them on Slayer just a little bit ago, so it makes sense to expect that, but you never know if they're like, okay, I feel comfortable in this matchup, so I'm going to go to my other option and be fine. Never know.
And then it looks like I owe everyone an apology. It was only Grand Blue that announced their online brackets, not Guilty Gear. So, waiting for Guilty Gear to announce.
Okay, that's just Grand Blue.
Which is interesting because it says that the Grand Blue schedule is going to be in the Arc World Tour website. It's not there. So, give it time, folks. It will be updated, and we will get a schedule for that eventually.
Imagine, look at that eventually too. I mean, there's still so much time in the Arc World Tour, and just, you know, Arc's been doing very well in general lately. Of course, we got Nen Impact coming out in, I think, a little under a week, and I'm pretty sure Early Access comes out on Monday, so we're very, very, very close to release.
Another release celebration there, of course. My eyes are on 2026. Tokon's been announced. I think that's going to be a wild time.
Dude, that's gonna be amazing. I don't think I've told you this story or Breakout. The story of when I saw the Tokon announcement.
Go for it.
Because it was also my 21st birthday.
Oh, wow.
It was announced on my 21st birthday, which meant I was absolutely sauced when they announced Marvel Tokon.
For the first time. Never been sauced before, by the way.
Nope.
For legal record, never.
Never before. It had to be on the day that Marvel Tokon got announced. I was watching the PlayStation presentation and be like, okay, maybe something happens. And then they announced that. I'm like, oh. And apparently, I don't remember much of the rest of the night. But when I woke up in the morning, I was mainly around family because I was visiting them in New York. I woke up and my dad asked me, the second he sees me, are they giving Doom his plasma beam assist back in Marvel Tokon? And I'm like, I don't know. Why do you ask? Apparently, I went on an hour tangent just on that assist and how much I need that back in Marvel Tokon. I don't know why, but I did.
Important.
Yes, we need support. We need support in the game.
I need evidence of the assist that we're going to see. We're not going to get Unica tonight. We're not going to get Johnny. It's the Goriyuki and Slayer. A battle of the vampires. Blade all over again.
Oh, the vampires. Not even a matchup I think I've seen so far on the caster's desk at all. So very excited. Already starting out strong for Goats. My goodness, the left rights.
Very good conversion. And they get the 2S pullback. Side swap off Andy's death to get the pile bunker shattered.
RC.
What a time to 2H. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man, Goats is just running circles around Atheist right now. Wait a minute, though. Atheist coming back, going to be putting Goats in the corner.
How come Slayer doesn't have to worry about blood race?
Man, that's a little unfair for Atheist to have to deal with as a vampire.
Is it because the Goriyuki is like a newer vampire? That'd be cool. I'm still fresh on the vampire style, so I'm not used to that. Oh, nice, got the back dash into the palms. Challenge for 2P. And it's still really smart to go for that 2H there, though, because if it was Fukyo, it's going to catch. If it was Beyblade, it would at least catch the projectile. Still give you a challenge there. But Blood Rage will seal your fate. Goats will take that first game.
Very strong coming out from Goats there already. You see the absolute mix they're doing from the teleport, dash, left, right, of course the dandy too. Really mixing up Atheist Exorcist right now. But of course, it's a first to 3, so you still got time to download how your opponent wants to play. So I imagine they're going to be watching a lot more for these left-right mix-ups. I mean, we did see near the end there a little bit of a P-mash in order to get back out of that left-right. So I imagine it might be a similar thing.
Yeah, and it's really great to see that we had that preemptive call to go for that 2H even, of just trying to draw the line. Before we see Atheist make that approach, whether it be Fukyo or try to take the offense, we have that slow startup already cleared out and draws the line of the linear approach that the Goriyuki has to take. And it's a safe bet to see exactly right here, you're catching the startup.
Nice. Okay, here we go. Already Blood Rage or Atheist. Gonna be able to catch that dandy. Okay.
That's what I want to see more of. Especially coming from, oh my goodness, Kensei earlier? Very cool.
Always able to catch off those dandies. Gotta make sure you know where your opponent's going next. But still, the health being drowned out from Blood Rage didn't do any favors for Atheist there.
Series though, 6P. Oh wow.
Nice.
Reset off the 2K to get that counter hit close slash.
This time, we're sealing the deal with this shit. It's not for no style points. We're doing this to make sure that Ghost does not get up on 1 HP too. Just gotta get one good hit. There it is.
Only 2K 2D? Easy.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Ghost gonna respond to this.
5K interrupt. Great way to kick things off.
Someone out there with two. Being open. Got the corner too. We're definitely going to be... Oh my goodness.
The Blood Rage combo. You got hit with the H. You're dead.
Nice stuff from Atheist.
Yeah, I'm loving in this iteration of Guilty Gear that they've made it possible to combo into some of these unique mechanics, right? Whether it be Blood Rage or Dragon Install, for example, it makes them more useful, right? You're going to see that more often because it's possible to combo into or finish the job through that routing.
And it's definitely proving to be very useful, especially for Atheist Exorcist there to be able to stay alive off of that Blood Rage. Now going to be, of course, 1-1. And as I said before, you know, Atheist Exorcist able to start calling out goats a lot more. Already going to be able to pee them out of the sky.
Jesus, that max range 2H really setting the pace here. As Atheist backdash to get the palms again, but Scoot for the teleport attempt here, or at least the dash attempt rather.
Brock gonna again be watching for these left rights, able to block a lot of it. Oh, got hit that time though.
Yeah, unfortunately can't block forever. Offensive first to maintain this corner. No super though. Missed time to never mind. You know, it was all
It's all part of their vision. Nothing dropped is ever miscalculated. It's all part of the plan.
Would have been a great opportunity though to forward tech off the wall, so at least you reset the neutral. Have Goats' back against the wall. But I think Atheist is feeling really comfortable right now, at least in this round.
So you know, we just got our super off, and it was a secure hard knockdown on Goats. Gonna have a little bit of time in order to start, but ooh, gets thrown immediately and stuck in the corner after a 2D.
Shatter.
After the
See
BRC.
the backstep coming in again every single time. Backdash and the slash. There's the OTG close slash to close out the round. 6H finish. Atheist falling to an overwhelming offense coming from Slayer.
Starting to see a lot of defensive capability coming out here, mainly from Goats, but of course, mainly just revving up that mix-up game up to 11, making sure they're playing a lot faster than Atheist can catch them with. Still got the level 666, so maybe that'll come into clutch here, you know, the last-ditch effort, make sure they don't get out of the top 8 here and now.
When hell comes a-calling, you have what it takes to answer back against it. That's so quotable, but very least, it sounds pretty awful.
It does. Again, with that level 666, literally got hell on their side.
Got the 5H damage. DP was a guess. Dandy backwards. We're finally seeing the super reversal come through.
This hard stuck in the corner there too. Wild Assault forward, tried to tap dice, wasn't successful. Watch out for the RRC, able to get through the block. BRC, what Goat's gonna try to do to counteract that? It's wrong. All part of the plan. You don't understand. All part of the plan.
White Wild Assault's gonna come out in spades right now for Atheist. 8 shattered. No, look at the range on the VP that we called out there though. Waiting for the burst for quite some time there, and Goats finally gives it up.
Okay, Atheist gonna be able to pop off the super, secure that hard knockdown again, and this is gonna be really rough for Ghost to try to come back through, especially again with that hard knockdown. YRC though might help them out here. Woo.
Right back in the hunch, the side swap. Dark Crush, another PSU looking for the universe counter. Get it all that delayed 2H, but to keep up your turn, and Atheist comes out on top right now. It's 2-all.
2-2 and the first game 5 of the night here, especially as both of these players are just kind of going back and forth on each other, able to download what the other's trying to do so consistently as now it's just going to be up to, is Goats going to be able to figure out a way to stop Atheist Exorcist, especially because, again, a lot of these neutrals are going straight to Atheist because they're always able to find an opening against Goats at the start.
I think the overwhelming offense coming from Goats can be a little tricky to deal with as well. Atheist seems to be finding a groove and trying to call these things out. Wild Assault against the round start, though. This time I'm going to get Dandy on the K. Look at this. And see, you're so well blocked. You can't block forever on these left-rights coming from Goats. For throws, challenges come through. Hey, that's also a great one. Go for the guard cancel. I believe does get the conversion.
Nice. Now we're going to be breaking the wall here. Of course, once again, with our super, we're going to be securing that hard knockdown against Goats. Going to be having burst active, so we got to figure out a good way to utilize it as a little bit unexpected. Make sure we do not get that baited, stuck in the corner, and getting hit, able to pop it off.
Stop extension there, but still, RC able to close the gap. Looks like Atheist might be taking the comeback here. The reverse sweep potential. Hold on.
There might be some potential for the reverse sweep, especially as we're already securing our first wall break of this round. Backdashing from that 2H, and we already got Goats stuck in the corner. No, we don't. They're mixing.
Nice. Close slash. Counter hit is huge here.
Our knockdown again. Ooh. Watch out for the Dandy. Throw the Dandy. We were calling out before. BRC. Secure that wall. Don't have enough meter, but it's fine. How's this going to turn out?
It's 100 meter on the side of Goats right now. Guard cancel away. It's high noon between two vampires. YRC, all resources off the table. And even if they could finish the job with Slash series there, we still have Wild Assault on deck to go for another Gatling series to try to challenge. That will do Atheist 3-2 over Goats. How can you remain so confident? Very close set. A reverse sweep for us.
Win. A reverse sweep too, very strong coming out from Atheist Exorcist. Of course, gonna be moving on now. They're gonna be fighting Mike Saftig soon enough in the losers quarterfinals. But first, we just gotta highlight the match.
Yeah, I mean, this is how it all started, right? Like, it certainly seemed as though Goats really had Atheist's number, but I think it was just, again, we talked about in that first game, that shock and awe factor, right? Like, all right, I have a very explosive opponent. I need to figure out how to navigate through this offensively, especially in neutral. And this is really when things started to turn around. That Blood Rage combo, you know, you're back in control, right? When you can confidently Blood Rage and finish a round.
When you're able to Blood Rage and pretty much finish your opponent from there, that's just got to show how confident you are. And we definitely saw a lot more confidence coming in some of those later rounds because, again, they were starting to see a lot of those patterns coming out from Goats. A lot of those, again, left rights, saw the Dandies a lot. Always saw them trying to pull off a 2H even from far away in order to just make the timing a little different. But either way, Atheist Exorcist, they got the download sorted and they're able to move on in the bracket.
Really well done here. Went up against Mike Saftig, as he said. But Raki and Wild Zappa will be our next competitor here. We haven't seen who Raki is playing right now. We know Wild Zappa got the Slayer. It's a vampire kind of night for sure. Just saw Sinners, actually. Finally. I was brave enough. I'm usually a coward when it comes to horror films. Turns out, it's not the scariest film. So, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, no, it was a really fun movie when I saw it too. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I will admit though, when I did see it, I don't know what happens in the first half of the movie.
Okay.
I might have fell asleep in the theater.
Oh no. That's all the happy stuff. That's all the
I know, I literally woke up right when the vampire stuff started to kick in.
Oh my goodness.
I imagine it would have been a lot more emotional to watch these people, get die or get turned. But I was like, who's that?
It's definitely, it's a good hour-long setup, but it's very purposeful in what it does. I thought it was a great film. I'm not going to try to spoil it too much here. Definitely check it out. It's on Max now. If you have it, definitely give it a watch. It was a really good film. Very
Yeah,
purposely
that can-
shot. Very very smart things done for quite the film.
And then I can finally watch the first half of the movie. To be fair, I was up for like a long time before then. I did like a 10-hour shift at work. I had to work on some stuff the night before. I didn't get much sleep, so I think that's when my body decided to finally knock itself out.
Were you in theater when you saw it, or was it just like you were renting it, or
Theater.
theater? Oh man, I can get cozy in there for sure. During a horror movie,
Horror's just I don't get scared unless it's like up to 11 type of horror. So I was knocked out until the vampires kicked in.
I'm just a coward every time. I can't watch scary movies, so I waited, and before I watch a scary movie, I do the IMDb parent checker. So I spoil myself for like all the scary stuff. It's like, what's going on in this film? Why is this film rated R? And it tells you exactly why. Like, all right, well, this happens here. I'm like, okay, cool. So I can handle this. I did.
That's one way to make sure you don't get scared, but at the same time, you know what's gonna happen in the movie.
No,
Is it going
they
deep
don't
into
tell you.
spoilers?
No, it doesn't go deep. It goes like, you will see this. Are you okay with seeing this? That's what the parent checker is for on IMDb. Like, your child will see this. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with your child witnessing a counter hit coming from Slayer when BSU is active? It's possible.
Possible the child might be able to see that. Just want to point out that Rocky is going to be playing another Kai. Half of our bracket is just Kais.
Oh, you'll.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Something's definitely going on. Oh, actually, something is going on.
Oh. Make it! Go! Beat him up! It's a ruse!
Now's your chance! There we go. I don't want to say anything just yet. Oh no, this looks like. Oh no, not gameplay.
Seems it's going back and forth. I think there's a disconnect from the side of Rocky here.
Positive.
Say again, start.
Okay.
Oh no. Well, Rocky's button's messed up there. Wild Zappa. We're not on top. Actually, I did see a match. I wish I would have saved it, but there was a match where someone did the not move. And the opponent fell for it. And the moment they fell for it, they got mauled.
I've never seen that, but honestly, I would love to watch that. Just thinking that your opponent is having trouble with their controller or something. They're just like, nah, I'm still here. I'm still going to beat you up. You weren't expecting it.
That's the thing. That's why I don't stop.
You can't stop. Never trust your opponent.
It's the equivalent of like someone say, hey, can you knock it off for a second here? There's something seriously wrong. Nope, not until the bell rings. I'll keep pummeling you until the ref pulls me off, bro. Like, that's it.
I mean, that's right. You got to secure your win. You got to make sure that there's no funny business involved. They'd be like, yeah.
That's what they tell you. You know, if you ever get into any sort of martial arts sport, an action sport, they tell you don't stop. They tell you to stop. You don't want to get caught. You just do wrestling. You don't stop until the whistle blows. You don't stop. All right, they're going to replay the game from the start. 0-0. That's very generous.
Yes.
That's me, though. We all know where I stand on this.
Where do you stand on the Pro Controller?
What Pro Controller?
I don't know. That's what I always think of when somebody says, okay, I'm standing on this. It's a tweet that always goes around about the Switch Pro Controller. And like, where do you stand on the Pro Controller? I forgot where it started, but people just talk about
I like
standing.
it, actually. It's pretty good. I don't know about standing on it. I know Saki, Grand Blue competitor, plays on the Wii U.
Really? Sick.
Zappa already 50% health down. Should take the game, Zappa. You're going to turn this around. You're going to regret it.
And that first round, make sure that they regret their buttons. Doesn't seem like it's happening though. Gonna be getting that wall break.
Take that first game, Zappa. It's always... It's funny when that happens because somebody you know is going to beat you. An opening. Just like... I'm taking that game. What do you mean you're taking that? I'm going to take that game. I'm going to destroy you after. I got one game. Technicality? RTG doesn't report that.
Mods, you know, their health went to 0. The rules of the game still played out. So, where's my pride? Where's my pride?
5K pickup. Oh man, Rocky is cooking right now.
Holy, yeah. Once their buttons were in the right place, now they're really cooking Zappa. Able to get that throw off. RRC, return to sender. That's the first game.
See, Zappa, you should have taken it. You're too kind. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. They may have had no choice, and that's...
I love we're just laying into Zappa, like, no, argue for your points. Just like a little devil on their shoulder.
I mean, there was one time I played against a kid in a Smash tournament. Their parents were looking right at me as I was destroying their child.
Did not care. Like, welcome to the real world, buddy. Welcome to Smash.
I said, hey, my $5 is on the line. I'm gonna need that back.
Take money from a child.
Hey, you came into the arena, put money up. Everybody can get it.
Duel 1.
You know, you don't just. You're gonna learn today. You think I'm gonna be nice to the kid? Be like, oh, you know what? Here's my $5. No, I'm not some charity case. Neither are you. It's not Make-A-Wish. You're gonna catch these hands.
Do not care if you're a child or not, you're gonna get beat. Just reminds me about like those Switch kiosks where like little kids play against like MK Leo. Like they're gonna learn.
There was actually discourse. I know we're really on top. There was that Evo discourse. Like, you take the million, or you let the Make-A-Wish kid win.
I'm taking $1 million. What? That's $1 million.
Use it. Anyway,
who's gonna pay for my mansion though? Okay, that's messed up, but you get my point. Dog eat dog world.
Duel 2.
Round up Rocky here. Another dominant round over Sideswap with the hammer. Let's see, back against the wall, so that incentivizes more opportunity for Vapor Thrust. Steal out some of these turns. We go for Dandy Step. Some backdash. Nice anti-air 6P.
We got the wall right now. Gotta continue it a little bit to get that wall break. There we go. Wild Zappa gonna do to try to counteract. Oh, immediately going for the super, going to connect.
Wow, 6P right back at you, but not left right in here. Back against the wall. Cyber rank with the raid. Thank you so very much. Really fishing for that new age.
Fishing again for that wall break. 1 HP. Gotta make sure you don't get hit right now, but Rocky does not have a lot of health too. YRC, burst the YRC. Very smart there. Oh, but gets just anti-aired right there.
2-0 lead for Rocky right now. Holy balls indeed.
Holy balls indeed. Okay, yeah, 2-0 right now. I'm still coming down from our off-topic conversation, but you know, once the buttons were in place, Rocky's been really tearing at Wild Zappa. Now it's a last-ditch effort situation. You know, if Wild Zappa does not come back in this game, it's over for them tonight.
Ooh. I mean, can we stop the bleeding here? Should you have taken that first game? Who knows?
Still gonna be pushing it.
If it's the Make-A-Wish kid, do you reset the game?
If it's from a button issue, well, I'll be kind.
This kid only wants one thing in the world: wants to win wants to win Evo. That's their Make-A-Wish wish.
I don't think I should be the one to answer that question. I'm not the Evo competitor myself. We should ask Nitro.
But you're in their path.
Oh, true. Okay. I'm in their path. Okay. I want to win though.
you could just abstain too. Still, and look, you were actually about to make this comeback as well. Zappa, just one combo away, but takes the extra leap here on the double jump to avoid the air throw.
Pardon me? For the holy order!
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
He only needs one round in order to take the win on Wild Zappa. Already trying to neutral skip, doesn't even matter, just gets kicked, just gets thrown, got in the corner, just gets fireballed.
Oh no, with Red RC to back it up, shatter for shock state, so we're already doing a positive scenario in the next situation.
Down for the Dandy with a jump block and able to make their way out of the corner. Wild Assault your way in, do it again, gets the throw, seals the deal. Racky gonna be moving on, knocking Wild Zappa out of the bracket.
Challenge me again whenever
Yeah,
you
but
like.
no one would have known. If you would have taken that first game, it would have been on record that you got a game over Racky. And it's better for you when they seed next time, because then it makes you look better. And you get... I mean, it was overwhelming opposition for sure. There was a lot of openers that Zappa had throughout the set. It's just going to be tricky to deal with a character like Kai with the set play because of that shock state, not having your reversal. Pile bunker, though, getting called out. I mean, that's like a very tough call out. You're expecting maybe the R slash to come out there. We still had some left-right mix opportunities, but once Vapor Thrust comes into play, kind of erases the hope of being able to side swap or overwhelm your opponent there. Rocky was very on point with trying to snipe out the small opportunities against Wild Zappa tonight.
Absolutely. And you know what? If you need that evidence that you won that game, just, clip some of the stream, save it onto your computer, and then next tournament you participate in, just DM them like, hey, I just want to let you know I did this. Just want to let you know.
Like, I could have won, but, I just...
Duel 1.
Game.
Let's rock.
I'm very kind to my opposition, so I gave them the game. But speaking of games, we're immediately into the next game with Mike Saptig versus Atheist Exorcist.
Have that first Goryuki impression here. It's crazy. We're going to have nothing but... Wait! It's going to be Nagoriyuki Kai, and then next is going to be Nagoriyuki Kai, and after that, it's going to be Kai Mirror. Nice. Does get Clone to pull through.
Wait, hold on. We only had 3 characters in this entire tournament. A solid 3.
An opening.
You also just let me enter. I would have shaken it up.
You play.
Soul and Geo.
Oh yeah, no, you would have shaken it up. Me too. I played Chip. I would have died to Nago, and I would have died to Slayer, but it's diversity. It's diversity.
Exactly. It's about diversity. 6P. Let's get blocked out with the extended recovery. That's an opening there for Mike to try to challenge.
See? Nice Beyblade.
Oh, no.
Grab though.
Yep,
Mike Zaptig gonna take full advantage.
Yeah, Mike recognizes, and that is just situational awareness from the side of Mike. And very important in a matchup like this. You recognize that your opponent might start getting desperate for a BSU because of the position that their blood gauge is at. And that was the last ditch effort from Atheist. Bukio forward was going to put you over the edge, had the BSU, so Mike made the safe call to go for neutral jump. Because even if you did press button after, it's rage. And you reset neutral, you lose health, and Mike still takes their turn back. So it was almost certain that it was going to be BSU there. That's something that Atheist needs to watch out for. If they look back at their set in this bracket here, they too often push themselves over into Blood Rage in uncontrollable situations. We had the one game, that was our last set, where we really turned the tide, popping Blood Rage, guaranteed our victory. Nice 2.
Really good snipe there on Mike Saptig, making them just try to back away and throw fireballs like they were with Maru. Ooh, nice Blood Rage coming out. RC.
Use the throw just to extend the time that Blood Rage will linger. 6P! Not able to get the full conversion though. Did not get the meter we're looking for. Air throw goodness. Nice finish coming from Atheist. If we would have gotten just over that threshold of 50%, it would have been a red RC right after the first hit. of that stun dipper. Would have been a different story in favor for Mike.
Already coming out with the Blood Rage, but that just means Mike Saptic is going to be go with the fireball into. Already got Atheist low. They're back in the corner.
Whoa. Speaking of vapor thrust there, JH didn't work, but we got the PRC JK still able to convert for a shatter.
PRC though, they save the day, able to get an opening. Here we go, tie up the rounds.
Duel 3.
Disastrous. Let's put ourselves in a bad spot with a stray DP.
It's just how you play Kai sometimes.
Oh no. Blood Rage, the overextension. The tail of this entire path Atheist has taken today.
Trying to block, able to jump over the teleport, able to catch the next one too. 1 HP. How you answering against Mike Saptic?
Away. Take that. Away on that. Tension gauge here and one final air stun edge to finish the job. First game for Mike.
Aren't we 2-0 right now? Or am
I thought it was crazy? 2 as well. I'm like, we're a couple games up.
Yeah, we're up there. Mike Saptic only just needs one more win if they want to move on in the losers quarterfinals.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Start here, full distance. Just waiting for something to happen at the full screen. You have all the time in the world to react. Decides to be a Fukyo, or if Atheist decides to go for clone. Try to sneak in that 6B. It was great recognition, but too early on the jump arc. Very tricky to come landing with the button there, and Atheist, perfect reaction here, trying to go for the close slash. But again, that Blood Rage. Oh, you didn't finish the job, Mike!
No, they did. You know, they were able to take their opponent down. That's finishing the job by definition. They're fine.
Good IBs, actually. Keeping Sagori close and personal. Throw punish. Nice.
Move to block. Still got a lot of blood going to Atheist's way. We're so close.
Mike is just waiting for the mistake to come from Atheist. If you're going to do the work for me, by all means. But we are at a 50% life deficit here, and danger is going to be a factor. First off the table, there it is. Mike recognizes it's not a matter if, it's only a matter of win. Red RC to guarantee the kill. 3-0 victory for Mike Saptic over Atheist.
You must train your mind.
Honestly, it is just Blood Rage that did all the work there. It was a victory for both Blood Rage and Mike Saptic here. It was a 2v1 fight the entire way.
Absolutely. It just felt like the Blood Rage over and over just was a hindrance towards Atheist Exorcist. You saw that especially in the last few rounds too, how the entire set plan for Mike's Active was just to play out, play safe, and then once that Blood Rage happens, literally while they're activating it, go in and just combo them to death. That's literally all we're waiting for.
I was going to say, if every single one of these replay shots was Blood Rage, production, you're so devious for that.
I know. Oh, there's another one. There's another one right there.
There was only one that was not a Blood Rage finish. Only one. And that just goes to show you how devastating it was. How much of a problem it was throughout that set and how much it cost, because you did all the work for Mike Saptic throughout the set, and you could recognize it. By the time game 3 hit, Mike was not approaching. Mike knew you're going to overspend on Blood Gauge, and you're going to put yourself in a worse position for it. So by all means, why am I going to get counter hit for trying to open up in neutral? I'll let you do the job.
Yeah, I'll let you do the job. Blow yourself up, and then when that happens, I'm just going to come in and claim my victory. I don't need to do anything else. I'm fine. That's exactly what we saw there.
You have Mike Saptic on the side of loser semis right now, with Test Your Luck and Rocky. Will be coming up next in another Nagoriyuki Kai Kisuke matchup. And we'll see how this changes up here with Test Your Luck coming in. And I do believe, because Test Your Luck put Exorcist in loser side there. So still keeping up that same cadence of going for that Blood Rage. And it almost cost Atheist that set against Goats, but obviously it comes down to Mike Saptic to finish the job here. We'll see if Test Your Luck has any better work against the Kai matchup, especially against Rocky, who put in a wild set against Wild Zappa.
They were going very wild against that Slayer, knocking them out. But of course, now they're going to have to fight against a Nago, and a strong one at that. Test Your Luck. They did get sent here, as said by Kensei, in those winter semis, which does show it is a little bit rough against that Kai, but we'll see if they're going to be able to take advantage of how Rocky plays their Kai a little differently than Kensei. Even if there's similar ways everyone plays a certain character, you can mix it up a little different every time, but we'll see how Test Your Luck is going to fare. You're making a face. What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking we might just have a Kai top 4.
You thinking it?
Oops, all Kai.
That's true.
Oops, all Kai.
It's almost all Kai.
Oh my goodness.
I would like to see Test Your Luck making the play and making it in. I would like to see that just to be like the Kai killer and just start decimating against Kais. But the thing is, these are like the Kai players. That's going to be rough.
Imagine you boot up Guilty Gear on a Friday night, go, yeah, I'll play a bracket. Sure, why not? And you go through a Kai gauntlet.
I've never seen a bracket this infested by one character.
This is the era that we're in. We are in the Kai is good era. So,
as clearly see that with literally half of our bracket is just Kai.
Cyclical for all of Guilty Gear. An era where Zato is bad, Kai is good. And that's the era we're in. Only a matter of time for that changes.
We'll see when that
Low
changes.
tier,
I know
Mike.
we got Huh?
I don't know what you're doing in here. You're showing your face. You don't play Soul anymore. Out here playing Kai. I looked up to you, man.
Kai
I looked
is
up to
low
you, man,
tier.
and now suddenly you go for the Boy Scout, who is also really good right now. It's fine. It's fine. Out here.
No. Fine. We're fine. We're fine.
You're still playing a protagonist, I guess, so, whatever.
Yeah. Of course, we still got that patch coming up soon, so we'll see if Kai's going to be living for long, but knowing Arxis, we'll see.
Because what's the next era after the Kai is, after Kai is good, right? It's Soul is good again? I don't remember what that meme was anyways, but we'll see. So get into it. Of course, let's not forget, though, that Matcherino still have a few codes left to claim. At least if you could. Definitely take a look at that. Quick exclamation point, Matcherino, and a couple claim code clicks. We'll get a code used up. We have 20 codes remaining still. Hold on. No, let me refresh, because that was 20 codes remaining a while ago. It's 13 codes now. Thank goodness. Let's keep that going here. And there's a few extra things. You can visit some links to get a few extra coins into the Matcherino as well. It's little side activities. It's still our free money into the pot there. Winner takes all, as long as it's under $40. And then after that, we do the top 2 split up to $90. And then beyond that, it'll be a top 3. And then so on and so on. Tons of tiers up to $1,000 gets us a full top 8. Spread a single dollar goes such a long way. You can definitely take advantage of that. Or even let folks know if you're unable to make a direct contribution. That's not a big deal. You can still let folks know on Twitter or Blue Sky, wherever you may be on socials, that we have this Guilty Gear bracket going on. And it happens every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. So if you ever want to, you can come donate, or you can, again, click those links, claim some codes, or even there is a marketplace linked in the page for the tournament where we got stuff like FGC shirts, RC jackets, Tekken stickers for free, 5, and just general Tekken. Part of that goes directly back to Matcherino themselves, but also goes towards that prize pool. So you're able to support both the creators of these products and support the prize pool, because also for the ones that are made by external artists, those are going to be going to them, and you can see how much is going to be going to those artists.
You're talking about merch too. Check out that Breakout merch. It's actually really cool merch. I don't know if we have a claim code for that, but yeah, there it is right there. It just came out. Breakout merch. It's actually really cool. They have this nice little zip up hoodie, a couple different styles and colorways to choose from. T-shirts sick. You can also get the hat. Let's check out that shop.
Very strong merch. I know it's starting to ship out to people. Of course, here you can see the t-shirts, the different designs for them. See that hoodie. I should definitely pick out one of those. I'm definitely going to pick up one of those no limit black t-shirts myself, and maybe a hoodie, but right now it's summer. But once we get towards the fall, winter season, that hoodie is definitely going to be coming in clutch.
And just so you all know, those were stickers on the bottom right. I thought it was a scarf when I first looked at it, but upon further inspection, it was a sticker sheet. I thought it was like a scarf or a towel. Really, I thought it was.
I did not. That's why I didn't even mention it. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, we'll let people's curiosity figure out what it is.
Round start, burst off the table immediately for Rocky.
An opening. Behold my true strength.
Oh, now we're putting Test Your Luck into that corner there, but now it's just a game of finding an opening against the defense. Side down in the air though.
Heavy is still chipping.
It's insane how much chip damage he can do. He can literally just do chip damage until an opponent's player health is that low. Chip. But either way, Ice Poke gonna be able to pop off the RC and the tap dance and secure the wall.
That's good. I'm telling you, when that change first hit, I was playing the Goriyuki like I normally play against the Goriyuki. And then, like 20 seconds in, I just look at my health and go, wait a minute, I didn't even get hit. Like, why am I dead? Chip.
Just that chip, baby.
Oh, wow. So we're going to miss on the 2-8. We got RC to keep us safe. Yo, tragedy befallen. Our hero, Rocky, going for that gold burst.
Sometimes you go for the gold burst, and sometimes it just doesn't work in your favor. Just watched it happen, able to slash you out after that.
First game, test your luck. Good start here. I think the tell was certainly how early we wanted to spend that burst. I think that was a big deal.
Let's rock.
Ready, gonna be going straight in, able to secure the command grab. Oh, look, it's 2P'd.
Yeah, that 6K was not timed as well as maybe we wanted it to. Or maybe we thought a Vapor Thrust was going to come from Rocky. Still have this full corner carry, though. 6K to get you to stand up. Nice 2H to call the Foudre. Not close enough to the TP lift. Lost focus. Bet it all on that close slash after Fukio. That was huge, actually.
Duel 2.
Very huge there. So he's backdashing a little bit. Rocky already getting hit down. Gonna be hit straight to the wall. And with a grab on wall 2, not gonna be in their favor.
BRC does get the anti-air. There it is. The BSU looking for another slash. Look at the 2H and finishes the game. 2-0 lead for Test Your Luck. An explosive set so far. And I do like how we ended that first round with the Fukio forward and then tried to... It instills the idea that you're going for BSU because your blood gauge is still pretty high, which is why we caught Rocky in that first interaction in the corner. So now you're guessing again. And at the end of that second round there, it's Fukio forward, but this time we go for BSU anyways. So now every single corner interaction is now going to be a guess against Rocky each time. We've not established a habit quite yet. Right here. 2D round start.
They go way out a little bit, but Rocky's already forcing their burst. And they want to keep this corner against Test Your Luck, but they still got their burst. They're still going to use it, able to snipe on the low profile, try to keep it going with the teleport dash. Stun dipper, keep it going after the RC.
Okay, no jumping out for you, but that wrist gauge being so cranked. Blood Rage combo.
Lost focus.
Slash rush going low. Test Your Luck on match point. He had shut down the stun dipper. Oh no, too early on the 5D. Does get Vapor Thrust for the trouble. Rathy, gotta start fighting back and not whipping a Vapor Thrust like that. Supposed to be Stun Edge. Seal the fate. I can't believe 6H wasn't gonna kill there. 2S certainly will test your luck with a 3-0 victory over Rocky. A different type of player in the Kai matchup.
Looking a lot stronger there. Going to be able to take out one of the 4 Kais, but of course, they already know going into this that the rest of the bracket for them is going to be Kais. If they want to win this breakout week, they're going to have to face against 3 more Kais and win against all of them. Which, hey, you got one. Now you got to complete the whole set.
That is true. I wonder the match history between Test Your Luck and Mike Safdig here, but of course the run back that you're waiting for is Kensei, and then against Danny as well, depending about who comes out on top for Grand Finals, and if he can make it up there. Still a tall order, but this is a great showcase for it, right? We denied so many opportunities for Rocky to really get that ball rolling. It certainly will be a different story for other Kais throughout this bracket. Again, you're looking at different types of aggression coming from each competitor here. And Rocky, if there's anything to go by here, it does seem that Test Your Luck had answers to stop that forward momentum from Kai and establish their own offense on the side of Nagoriyuki, being able to really turn the tide and control the pace and play around with especially what the opponent expects when it comes down to your blood gauge, like the types of options that are available to you as Nagoriyuki at certain levels of blood rage. So good set. Before we get into our next loser's side, we do want to take a stop up onto the winner's side of things and get that winner's finals out of the way. It's going to be Danny Almaza versus Kensei here. We'll be getting that Kai mirror in just a moment.
Absolutely, you know, rest of the bracket, we're just going to be watching them Kais, but of course these two have been the ones to stay alive on those winners bracket. Going to be able, of course, before to 3-0 their opposition. So both of them, of course, very strong Kais. We see them a lot in brackets, Almaza and Kensei respectively. So now it's going to be a battle between the two of them to see who's going to be the Kai to take the winner spot in grand finals and have a little bit of a cushier spot in there once we get to the grand finals.
You're sitting down waiting just a bit here, of course. Some folks are getting a lot of games in tonight. It's a great way to start out the Friday evening, start out the weekend. Lots to look forward to here. Again, only the best this weekend. Arc World Tour stop. These folks. Oh, competing against it. Oh, yes. Danny out here on Sin.
Hey, that is something I did forget. Danny has pulled up his Sin before, and it is whenever they go up against the Kai. They will pull up the Sin. Feel better on that.
It's great to be a little more competitive with the driver. Cancel that with Gazelle Step into other options. That round start is looking pretty substantial on the side of Kensei.
Still just decimating Almaza right now. There we go. We get the poke coming in with the steps, and we're just going to be RTLing all the way to that ball. So much damage.
Launcher, 2K pick up. Another Pirate Barrel. So quickly, basically a 3-touch game at that point. Yeah, the backdash, the throw would have killed. Danny gonna go for a burst. Waits for the backdash, but an RC buys Kensei just a bit more time to finish the job.
This still leaves Kensei with a burst. Almaza not going to have one. Might regret using that burst at the end. But Kensei already spent it on the Wild Assault. But gotta watch out. He's going to be riding it through once again with RTL, but stopping it.
Crossover here. Get a little bit of dash cancel. Or momentum offensively there. Not to get the extension, just get a better positioning to recover in time. This counter. Ooh, no punish on the TP. Fortunate for Kensei. Nelson, shatter.
Once again, going to be running in. Able to secure the Hoof Stomp. RRC going to be taking it to a round 3. They're able to take the run back on Kensei.
Wait a minute. Launch it.
Are we gonna counteract that? Nice poke coming out there from Almaza. Already Zell stepping their way into a Tyrant Barrel.
Oh, catches the back dash. Immediate burst from Kensei. The interrupted the throw. Still anyone's game at this point. The burst is off the table. What are we doing? Kensei.
Goes for the DP and then PRCs it. You know, they just knew, okay, this is gonna whiff. Let me just make sure I don't get punished for it. Almaza, though, is gonna play a little bit more in the neutral space right now, waiting for a good opening to whiff punish. RRC after tapped us. RRC after tapped us again. Okay.
Nice. Finds the opportunity to run in and grab victory. Danny. Good return to form here. Let's back to the lobby for a second to catch up with the competitors. Some first game. It was looking very scary after that first round, though.
Absolutely. Almaza able to take that first game, but still very close between them and Kensei. So I imagine if Kensei is going to be able to stay calm, cool, and collected, that they're going to be able to find a way to counter this new Sin coming out.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
You're trying to still bullies their way in. Kensei owning that corner, but the side swap. Nice call on the burst. Danny with that first hit was the read that they were looking for to kind of pump the brakes. It works in their favor to take a massive lead in this round.
Of course, we secure the hard knockdown too. Able to open the defenses again. Got Kensei stuck in the corner. Throw gonna be broken this time. Gotta watch out for that JS, because if you don't, you're gonna get hit by it hard as Kensei's gonna start running in, but the throw!
Tyrant Barrel finished the round. Good stuff here for Danny.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Absolutely indeed great stuff, especially as Almaza trying to, take it a little slow here, playing in a bit of a mid-range distance. Wait a minute, now they are.
Here. 5H baits out a DP for it. Maximum range of that Tyrant Barrel. Guarantee our shatter here.
Again, tapped us, RRC, Wild Assault, pretty much spend everything here. Nice!
Back one more time here. 2-0 lead for Danny.
It's one more win. Danny wants to make their way towards the grand finals, have a spot secured and not have to face against one more opponent. Either way, gonna find out if they're able to secure it or not, because already Kensei's gonna throw you, Kensei's gonna put you in the corner, you're gonna throw you again. Will he stop it?
Oh! Some far slash though was poised to make a full punish, but Danny put a stop to it immediately with that first. Costly round start. Danny down 50%. See if we can jockey for a better position. Cleaned up on the back out there, but opens up on the fireball setup.
Gazelle step in there, and of course we're going to be riding lightning once again, sending Kensei flying. And now how are we going to be able to keep up this momentum? Not within the grab.
Anytime that we can get a full conversion into a positive bonus is a good time here for Danny, especially going into this next round. We're on the cusp of a first game. A lot of that was simply because Kensei was doing some damage. Coming out with an advantage start. Wild Assault just to extend a little bit further for that shatter. We ate a little snack in there, just one little bite.
Sin's still a growing boy. He needs some of their eats, especially when they got the opponent on the wall. They got time for that. Tap dust, hit it. Gonna be able to secure another wall break there too, and a hard one at that. Almaza saying, okay, I dropped one round, but oh, DP. Uh-oh.
Down here, what a thrust.
Slap.
Father like son. You get hit by a DP, just counter with your own Hawk Baker.
That far slash. Yes, we go for the extra Gatling. Thanks to that wild assault. Get first one out of this corner.
Back into the corner. Gotta watch out. Gets thrown. And say on their game right now. Can El Maza find any answers?
Yeah, dangerous game that we're playing here. Danny, one hit away from death. Locked into a crouch block. Was that FD? Does mean that we take our round sneaking in that tap dust.
Here we go. And say gonna be able to show some signs of life. Take their first game, but of course they still need to secure a reverse sweep if they want to secure secure that grand finals here. So now we got to figure out if they're able to keep up this momentum, because when the rounds go to Kensei, it really is in their control through most of the round. El Maza always stuck in the corner, not finding any answers. So if we can keep that game up, then we can secure this 3-2.
Oh, nice counter hit. Ooh, too far for Peak Driver. Nice IB. But keeping that close range here, threat against Kensei. Hoof stomp. Backdash, the spacing from Kensei. I think that's what's really changed up a little bit here, is that we're playing just outside the range of Danny. Try to go for more whip punish opportunities, but Danny still comes out on top here with the shatter. Nice. With the fake out, right? Close up dash. Catching the backdash. Oh, slash.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Match point here.
Got caught on the backdash though. Has to play life, has to play defense right now. Find a way in, baby, with your stamina here. There we go. Gonna be driving themselves in. Secure the Tyrant Barrel, the hard knockdown, everything they need in order to get some more attention. Gets reflected.
What a 2K interrupt. That was 2S Star that got shut down because of the RC.
Nice poke now too. Okay, El Maza's got this. Got the RKO already started up. This could be really good. This could be Kensei's last chance here.
Does have the resources, but the hoof stomp counter hit. That's all she wrote. Danny will take it 3-1 over Kensei in this winner's finals.
Victory ever.
Nice stuff there coming out from Danny. Gonna be, of course, moving on to those grands. Gonna be sending Kensei to the losers finals. But of course, next up in a little bit, we're gonna be having those loser semis. But first, let's just talk about what happened there in those winners finals.
Honestly, it was just great on Danny to go for those whip punish opportunities, really playing out that far range away from Kai, and then it kind of turned around a little bit. Slowly but surely, that started becoming more of Kensei's game plan, and it started paying off, but still Danny had the edge in terms of damage output, being able to convert to bigger damage opportunities. I think that's just the staple of Kai, right? Because so much of it was just calorie cancels into like our gazelle steps or additional specials, where Kai has to spend more expensive resources to do the same, like this wild assault, for example.
Either way, though, going to be seeing Danny El Maza coming up on top here. Very strong from both of them, but in the end, it felt like El Maza was always able to play a little bit farther back than Kensei was able to, because of that really controlled spacing and the game from there.
Yeah, even that last interaction, I was really surprised. The Dire Clat was actually just a character length away from connecting to Danny and allowed for that beak driver to pull through, and you got the extension. Just, again, small spacing opportunities against characters that thrive on whip punishing at those ranges. It's such a dangerous game, especially in the hands of these players here. But yeah, that was our winners finals, NM, and I do believe we are about to turn it into a little bit of a break before we continue on the losers side of things. So I say we get into that for a smidge, right? So don't go away, folks. I'm back with more Guilty Gear Strive right after this.
Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage,
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time, let me check my wrist. You can never get my shine, I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the top. When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like Chris, bro. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me, now I'm feeling like Chris. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance, whoa. I did it all for the feeling, alive but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need a million, but I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I ain't been feeling spectacular, flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Sip this beat, let's back it up. And I don't care about critics cause they talk too much, and I know that I gotta keep on grinding, finding myself. I ain't gonna stop until I know I had enough. Mama, I made it, I know that they see me. I'm popping these bottles just like I'm a genie. I'm glad that you made me. It's all in my DNA. I'm at my chips like I'm working for Frito-Lay. And bet the bag on myself. I don't do this for my health. Every thread is a champion. Got the title, need a belt. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. Gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat.
Still young spits, but you're coming young boss. Eating real good, so a man's gon' floss. Got my weight up in my view, real posh. You a frisbee man, so that mean you get tossed. Got a new clip, studio in the back. Numbers ran up, had to spit it with the chaps. Realest in the city, in my record, a fact. But your man's only chat when you do it in the raps. Like, squad go lost and don't really care what it cost them. You don't wanna cost them. My lifestyle awesome, couldn't decide if my gal want it too, so I bought them. Don't run track, but I run up a check. Run, do it real big, gotta one up the next. Point to the sky with the one up, I'm blessed. I'm young, rich and black, so you know I'm a threat.
Don't got no heart, I got an icebox. Brand new roller, swipe out the G-Shock. Moving slowly, I know the street hype. No more double, go ahead a detox. Yeah, yeah. Came from the trenches.
Why you crazy? Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage,
All right, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you for bearing with us here. So you got our refreshments. We're recharged, ready to go. As you saw, Danny took it 3-1 over Kensei to advance on the winner's side of grand finals. And Kensei, I'm looking for a little bit of revenge here, but is ever closer for Test Your Luck to attempt to make that run back in losers finals. And that's only if Test Your Luck can make it over Mike Saftig here. Here's a breakdown of that full top 8. It's been quite the run here. Of course, now we're whittled down to only Kai and Nagoriyuki. It was going to be a Kai top 4, but Test Your Luck decided to break the mold on that one here. Top 6 certainly look real familiar in terms of matchups, but things are starting to settle in this top 4.
Absolutely. Things are starting to settle indeed. More importantly, you got to go through a gauntlet of Kais if you want to win this bracket now. So Test Your Luck. 3 strong Kais, already starting off with Mike Saftig, who, they got in the losers bracket. They were able to tear through Atheist Exorcist. So Test Your Luck already knows that Mike Saftig can take a Nago. The thing is, can they play a little bit more conservative? I know that Test Your Luck is another Nago that likes to spend on that Blood Rage, but as we know, Mike Zaftig, they can definitely play around Blood Rage players. They can definitely counter it. They can definitely wait for it. So how we're going to be a little bit more sparing and a little bit more mix up with our Blood Rage. Try to be a little bit more unexpected.
We'll have to see how it plays as we get our competitors into the lobby here. Mike going up against a different beast in terms of Nagoriyuki here, as you said. And that's the thing of it, though, is that it's still, opening Gambit is always going to be the most terrifying start to a Nagoriyuki matchup. It's either going to be really explosive and not in your favor, or you both have a moment of pause to reset the neutral. You can start off a normal Guilty Gear match. Because let me tell you, Nagoriyuki round starts are just not normal. That man is a different machine entirely. Oh. But we'll see. It's not the honest Guilty Gear that Kai is used to, right? It is definitely just a very heavyweight bout. But as we've seen throughout this bracket, Kai is capable of dishing out heavyweight damage. And like you said, Mike being able to show that caution, being able to also stand close, right? We've seen Soul Bad Guy play that's very similar, right? In this type of matchup where you are staying close, are getting a lot of challenge in that range. So we'll see if Test Your Luck can still keep up with it and still outpace what Mike has to offer. We've seen that, though. Test Your Luck is really being very conservative on terms of going into Blood Rage, right? The early days. We can finally stop talking about like the early days of Test Your Luck. I think that's been off the table for quite some time. Just more so embracing the Blood Rage as an additional tool, not just gambling on it every round, right?
Absolutely, but again, it's like you said, just gonna have to wait and see on how these players play. But now, already starting off, running in, Test Your Luck is already putting Mike Zaftig in that corner, but they don't care. They're just gonna jump out.
For the Holy Order. An opening.
Alright, also in here, run up throw the classic, the high key skate classic, of course.
Once again, Test Your Luck. Gonna be able to find some of them pose. Oh, ballista grab.
Tap does get a little extra height. It was wonky. That was gravity scaling not working in Mike Zaftig's favor. We'll get a name swap here in just a second.
Ice poke coming out from Test Your Luck. It still gets knocked down.
Another woods, yeah, but you can make it a nightmare scenario, and that's actually a phenomenal call from Test Your Luck. The moment we were at the apex of the jump, Test Your Luck pushes the Fukyo, does the Fuki, pushing a chip out scenario. Trying to FP away. Flash series for corner though, and committed. An overcommitment will cost you, especially against a character like Kai, but Luck picks up the pieces immediately.
This RRC2 able to stick the wall against Mike Zaftig, send them flying. Test Your Luck trying to tear through them. We need just one more bit of chip after that snipe. We're going to find the healing. Yes, we are.
Your Luck draws first blood in this set.
Very strong coming out from Test Your Luck. Already a game in to take out their first, not their first, but take out a Kai, another Kai from the bracket, their second Kai.
Mankind knew that
This game number 2, and it's only going to get harder from here. Because right after this Kai, you're going into Kensei, and then right after Kensei, if you can pass the threshold of Kensei, you're going into Danny Elmaza here. Full screen, great patience. That's what I was wondering. If we just sit back on this blood gauge, you can go for heavy slash and threat to start up a stun edge. And Mike is certainly aware of it, trying to keep that position as far away as possible. What a backdash! Quick maneuvering from Test Your Luck. No. You were in a perfect position, but the 2-way couldn't come up fast enough.
Get your way back in. It's fine. Drop it. Getting snipe. Oh, not in your favor. He's getting a little chip, making the danger happen to Mike Zaftig. They have to rush in against you now.
Taking a penalty though. This is actually a boon for Test Your Luck if we just close out the round. And there's the Blood Rage! No! You got the launch! You have what it takes! Test Your Luck just needs to try to tip out surviving this guard! uses the clone to blast through the stun edge and steal the round. What an insane round for Test Your Luck.
Oh my goodness, got so close there. Both of them at one hit. Test Your Luck though, able to lock it in, send the clone to do the dirty work, and already getting the command grab. Oh my goodness, just clashing against that DP too.
That's the best circumstance for Mike Zapsik in that moment, right there alone. The clash, the cancel out the kick action, take an opportunity to block. But Test Your Luck still going to come out on top here with a side swap and a super.
Alright, there we go. Hard knockdown. So close, but of course, Mike Zapsik still has burst. Already going for the golden RRC, send the fireball. Gotta remember though, Test Your Luck got a burst too.
Back away for the far slash. The cross under here, wanting the anti-air. Not going to try to chase from the skies. Kept it grounded, kept it simple, and Test Your Luck. 2-0 over Mike Zapsik right now.
Ooh. Okay, Nanago is on point tonight. Only need one more game if we're going to be able to make it out against our second Kai.
Foundation of this. Wait a minute. This is a plan. Hold on. I think the final 4 Kais are communicating. We can't let Kai win. We just can't. We'll make it close. Last bracket. I mean, granted, it was Gold Lewis. That was, those Kais right behind the Gold Lewis. So you think this is the plan here? You're trying to get Nagoriyuki nerfed now?
I see. Make sure that Kai still stays under the radar, but we get all the big hitters nerfed. I understand that. I might be on the sides of Kai in that circumstance.
You know not what you asked for here. Adam, you know not what you asked for.
I played Chip. I know exactly what I asked for. I want him dead.
Is 5P interrupt 6P version. Match point for Test Your Luck. Back. ESU just goes off the wayside. Beautiful jump in with the JS.
Unfortunate there.
Either Foudre Archive or jumping was going to happen. Committed to a 2H. Slash series drains a ton of blood away. Side swap here. This will shatter.
We're not going to be able to get up on the ground, especially after that hard knockdown. Yeah, you see that, and you see that there's still a tension bar in there. You already know that you're dead to see it.
Expecting a burst, and Mike not going to give it to you here. It's unfortunate, though. We could have converted to just shatter. Make your opponent spend it.
Just make them continue going to the danger zone, into the negative. Test Your Luck, trying to make sure that they're always guessing, forcing the burst.
Use the White Wild Assault to close the ground instead of Fukyo, and still got the heavy slash to shut down the fireball. So close is Test Your Luck. Mike Zapsik making a strong case with 2 meters. Guard cancel away the 6-feet of Foudre. And Test Your Luck with a 3-0 victory over Mike Zapsik. And some of the best Guilty Gear I've seen them play. Oh my goodness. Absolutely insane.
Absolutely indeed. There we go. We're able to take out our second Kai tonight. 2 down, 2 to go. Already making this look like easy work, but again, you still got 2 more monster Kais. Just want to point out that Kensei was in another bracket tonight, and I say was because they actually won that other bracket tonight, the Backpack Brawl, so they already got 1 win under their belt tonight. They want a second one.
Oh, man. I have to see how the rest of this bracket goes because you're going through the Kai Gauntlet, Mike Zapsik. What a great call out here, too. Going for the Fukyo, not the Fukyo, the clone. Close that gap, keep yourself in a safe position. Even setting ourselves up in situations where we had heavy slash on lock, was able to blast right through some fireballs here. With the side swap on JS, like quick spend, and yet still Test your luck, able to come out on top, not to be dissuaded from victory. This was insane. Quick reaction for a 6P there to call out that Foudre arc.
Insanely good. Of course, coming out from Test Your Luck. Of course, they're going to be moving on. And of course, third, of course, we're going to be going into the losers finals immediately. Kensei versus Test Your Luck. Are we going to get another Kai under our belt? Or is this going to be the one to do us in?
Oops, all
As
Kais.
a retainer of Kazusa Nosuke, I will
Wait, literally what we're playing right now. Just the oops on Kai situation.
The might of the Thunder Seal.
Kai versus Nagoriyuki.
Losers finals kicked off. We'll see what Kensei brings to the table against Test Your Luck with a very massive round start here. Goes for that overhead. But watch that gauge. Wild assault.
You give me no choice.
Forcing the burst. On an opening on Test Your Luck.
Just trying to sneak in that heavy slash. Timing just was not there. Gonna get blown up by the fireball. Smothered the Fukyo. That's interesting. I think I just saw the shock state follow the Fukyo.
Interesting. I didn't even know we could do that. Hey, we're more in right now, especially because we got our low profile already taken around. Don't even need the wall break.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Back and sticks the sword out here just to make sure you stay far away. Slash counter hit. That's huge for Kensei. This is long. This is Canada to Puerto Rico on this one. Guilty Gear Netcode.
Good lord. It's putting in the work right now, but hey, you can see it. Putting in the work as we're already 1-1. Just want to point out too that of course Kensei was the Kai to actually do Test Your Luck in to send them to the losers brackets. This is going to be a little bit of revenge if they can be able to clutch it.
3-0 victory in that set on the winner's side. There's the heavy. Single step to make sure we were in position. Watch the Fukyo. Rage is getting ever closer, and man, a master of skirting the edge of Blood Rage.
That's so close, and now we're going so far, especially as we're getting a lot of this chip into the ball back. Oh, wow! Beyblade PRC and the throw. Do it in. Already getting your first game.
Catching the startup with that 2K too. We saw it. We knew we had time to put in that BSU. What a clean pickup for that.
Gotta shout out Test Your Luck for that. Already starting this round so strong.
Mankind.
I mean, hey, we're living on this high right now of just Kai slaying. We'll see if we can keep up that momentum. It's overhead on the food. On the DP.
He's got the corner.
5 minutes. Calls out the burst. Test Your Luck is on a different level right now. Test Your Luck is on a different level.
I mean, when you're facing so many Kais, eventually you're going to get that matchup locked into your brain. Looks like Kensei, though, still able to lock in against the Nago. Still, though, gets 2P'd and RRC'd out and out into oblivion.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Jump, and that's the awkward round start. You got to guess with every single time. Said, all right, I'll fuzzy guard and just get pushed back full screen. Thrust to find the sneak through the pressure and quite the backdash. Test Your Luck. Well, that. Hold on now. Oh, missed the 6H. That's not good.
Oh, jeez. And Kensei right now, especially with this Dragon Stone, saying, hey, you should have hit your attack, bro. You should have hit that. You shouldn't have missed. I'm going to make you regret it. Oh, and bags the gold!
DP connects, bring it back down to God's green earth. This is the final hit. And did you see that? Did you look at the blood gauge?
Oh my god!
If you did not hit that Beyblade, you were dead.
Oh my goodness. I'm just thinking of that being real. Have you ever faced an opponent like Kensei with the blood gauge on the line? Have you ever? Oh my goodness. Congrats to Test Your Luck. Wow.
That's why they call him Test Your Luck. Right there.
Probably just gambling right now and winning the gamble. Bro.
Don't come near me. Don't come near me.
Did the same opening again. We got the corner still. RRC. Yeah, no, we're breaking wall here. That's just death. That's just death. What? Zero, I think you were right. I think you were right on the secret pact.
Okay, look at this complete and utter destruction. Jumped in my 2H range. Series here, reset. CRC got the card crushing, yes. Very last ditch effort on the Vapor Thrust. Catching the back dash. No full conversion here. This is trouble. Whoa! Thought we get the 2S in there, but immediate. Super does get the finish here.
Okay, definitely do not want to give this set right now to test your luck. Oh, nice! Gonna be able to skirt right above them, get that J ace unlock. Oh, not able to catch that back dash or that command grab.
Hold on a second here. It's open season, and when Test Your Luck has PSU available, we send it all. And this should do here. My goodness, Test Your Luck 3-0 over Kensei into the run back, takes the victory in the exact same way that Kensei beat them down, the 3-0 victory. Holy crap.
Holy comeback, but also we had 4 Kais. We were talking about, how they're half the bracket, but now 3 of them are gone, and all by the hand of one certain vampire.
One samurai vampire closing it out, and one small blunder and it looked dire, but at the same time, test your luck. Look at this, complete control. I know you're gonna burst here. And the way we pull things out with these DPs, I'm telling you, it's the guessing game off a DP every single time. So terrifying to deal with. And we see the fuzzy guard come through from Kensei, right? It's just, I don't want to get caught in the high-low guess, or rather just the overhead in general. Just go for the air block. But still, the damage, the chip that you got to deal with coming from Nagoriyuki. Real victor in that losers finals. We're going to Grands, baby. Test your luck, taking out every single Kai that remained here. Been 8 first bloods here. That's how many games they opened up with the victory. Look at the conversion. Wait a minute. 9 out of 10 of your matches here, you converted to victory. When you made that match point for the first time. That is huge. Meanwhile, look at the consistency for Danny Elmaza out here. 100% win rate when they draw that first blood here, when they get to that first match point.
Definitely going to be a really, really tough opponent, especially because you got to remember both of them do have breakout titles, but Elmaza is one of the few ones to have the 2 brackets confirmed, in the win. So test your luck. I mean, I imagine they want to get the 4th Kai. They want to complete the collection, but it's going to be a definitely tough uphill battle. It's already been, and they've been climbing that hill very well, but this is the biggest stop.
This is it for all the marbles. 2 sets ahead of you here to try to take it. Or Danny, cool as a cucumber with a single set, but I can't say that you're probably cool as a cucumber against the momentum of this Nagoriyuki. This is probably a pretty stressful round to go into. We'll see how Danny plays it. Will it be Kai? And yes, it is. Kai against Nagoriyuki once again.
Okay, the last match of Kai against Nago, but also the last match of the night. Gonna be figuring out if we're gonna be getting the lock in here, and already Elmaza putting Test Your Luck into that corner.
Not able to convert 6K. Challenge out, but does get counter hit 2S. The burst out for Danny, a very late burst though. The rage, Danny biding their time to make this comeback. Does pay off.
Full stuff there. Again, gotta remember, we have a lot of space against our opponent on Blood Rage. They're gonna take full advantage, but at least we're able to snipe them out of the sky, send them to the corner, and that DP is getting hard punished. DP hits that time. Okay, okay. Holy carry.
Right. Massive start here for Danny to set it up, right? First game, taking victory over Test Your Luck, who have been on a complete tear. Stopping the momentum is critical, especially when you look at the run that Test Your Luck has had. 6 games straight. Actually, excuse me, has only been winning since they got dropped in the loser side. So 9 victories total.
Oh, yeah, no, Test Your Luck. You know, this is the first loss, but they're going to take it in stride. You do it. All right. This guy's cooking differently. I got to figure out how they are, but already Blood Rage? Uh-oh.
Getting flashbacks to how we faced off against Kensei, right? Same thing when we start to panic into that Blood Rage state. But we'll see if there's a factor the rest of the round here. Oh, what a challenge. Wake up, Super, to call out the clone.
Ooh. Right from El Maza there, you know, able to save life. Saw the clone coming out, knew how to deal with it. Already into the sky, sending you to the wall. Gonna be breaking it. All the health is gone from your gamer tag. Try to keep it going. Ooh, we got some from that 2P.
Knockdown. Spin close slash here. 6H does get Guard Crush. Buy you a little bit of time, but Danny's still going to take first action. And still gets Shatter.
Always gets the Shatter off the RTL. You already know! Oh my goodness, that could have been bad.
Ooh, walk up, got PSU. Nice. Remembers the last interaction, but there's PRC. No! Test Your Luck with the input on Super, full carry to the corner. Yeah, we have 2 Wild Assaults available. We're guaranteed that Shatter with the Fire Clock finishes 2-0 victory so far for Danny.
Oh my goodness.
I thought for sure, I saw the down back. I thought for sure that Test Your Luck was going to hold back on it. You got to know that Danny, at 100 meters, there's always that chance a PRC comes through. I know you want to steal that turn, but man, hold down back just a little bit longer.
If that isn't bait, I don't know what is. The fact that they're able to do that and force the Super out of Test Your Luck to fully punish it. Unfortunate, but Test Your Luck. That just means they're gonna have all the rage in the world. Oh, it doesn't even matter. We gotta burst.
Yo, close slash. Round up.
Okay, okay. Starting off pretty well. This game for Test Your Luck, already able to get the neutral in their favor. Try to jump in. Defense on point though, but hey, first, keeping you in the corner. You're not escaping from me. Nice snipe. Someone's playing very neutral right now. Never mind. That's your luck trying to poke.
Yeah. Oh, goes for Dragon Soul. I thought Drew would have done the Ride for Lightning. I see it in that corner. Get our Shatter and positive bonus. But we still got the air stun edge and taking a round up.
Duel 3.
There's always that saying that you never see a win from Kai off of Dragon install, but it feels like lately that's all we've been seeing, especially as El Monsters just could be going straight to the wall off that Wild Assault. Still though gets low profile from Test Your Luck. Gotta be watching those toes.
Oh no, we're getting a little too antsy on trying to spin to win here. Really careful. Ride the lightning. We'll get that corner carry. We'll get the shatter, and it's looking bad.
This is Test Your Luck's last chance if they want to stay alive, and the YRC not going to work in their favor. You're going to be riding the lightning into death as El Maza is going to be your breakout Week 11 champ.
Congrats to Danny El Maza for taking it to stopping the Vampire Samurai. That is Test Your Luck, who finishes in second tonight, with third place going to Kensei. Of course, fourth place going to Mike Zapke, but a great set nonetheless here. I mean, I think there was definitely, it is very much, if you look back at the Kensei set, this is exactly how Test Your Luck have played against Kensei for the first encounter. I wonder if these two ran into each other again in the bracket, do we pump the brakes? Do we play the same way that we played against Kensei in losers finals here? Because I feel like decision making was more on point there and a little less of trying to put ourselves in bad positions there, where we try to make, I guess, opportunities happen with some massive Hail Mary calls, like going for spin, going for, you know, oh wow, yeah, even like that piracy. Like there were some interactions there that I feel like were more Hail Marys as opposed to play that neutral like we did against Kensei in losers final.
Absolutely. It definitely felt like Test Your Luck was playing differently there. Could have been due to those nerves, especially because, you know, you get to the grand finals, get to a good spot, able to beat 3 Kais. Might put you in a mindset of, okay, I beat 3, I can beat the last, but because of that, felt like El Maza was able to take advantage of that mindset. And as you can see, they were able to take that win, completely win to grand finals, and going to be taking the tourney.
Great series nonetheless. And again, everyone that tuned in, thank you so much for this as well. It's a real blast hanging out with everybody, and a great way to see the all Kais pull up in a top 4 scenario. We take our definite picks here. 31 picks for Kai. I wonder why. 23 for Nagoriyuki here. But that is the lineup. We had a very short character spread, at least in tonight's bracket. But yeah, you can guarantee that having 4 Kais and very consistent Nagoriyuki will show off the number spread here for July alone in top 8. So, I mean, I'm pretty confident Nagoriyuki is just Test Your Luck throughout the whole thing. And of course, you have Atheist Exorcist as well.
Yeah, they were both being the rep for Nago there, so that's how we got that inflation, especially because Test Your Luck went as far as they did all the way to those grand finals. Definitely bumps up those Nago numbers, but of course, you got to remember, we had 4 Kais during this top 8, so that's definitely going to be putting them on top in our top 8 spread for July so far. So it's still a good spread. You know, got a little sin seasoning in there, but hey, good start.
Yes, indeed. All right, with that, it's been a glorious series of events here. You know, and thank you so much for hanging out with me, you know, chatting about our weekend barbecues and successes and disasters. Of course, how you'd end up picking $1 million versus a Make-A-Wish kid. That's interesting. You know,
if I have to defend myself on Twitter, I shall. I know it's wild me saying that, but hey, I gotta make $1 million somehow. Okay, money's money. Game is game. Game is game. That's all I'm saying.
That being said, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And of course, you can check me out at ZeroSetTicket on Twitter and on Blue Sky or idon'tdoanything.com. Yes, that's a real link. It will take you somewhere. I promise. Not somewhere bad. Thanks to my Twitch. Adam, where can people find you?
Okay, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch, of course, at Ninstar123. Pretty much just posting about, you know, funny stuff, casts I do, locals I go to, stuff like that. Just whatever I want to do. Still trying to stream regularly on Twitch again, but also to YouTube at Ninstar236. I know it's a little different, but it's still in the same moniker. You can check out my reel and some other stuff I'm going to put on there soon. But yeah, it was nice chopping it up here with you 2-0, talking about everything, of course, watching some games and, you know, talking about what would happen if we just introduce some kids to the real world. That'll be the highlight of the night.
That sure will be. Thank you so much for everybody hanging out. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and later days.
Peace.
emotions, I can handle it perfectly, or I can let it murder me. But sign up for war, point out the target, show me the giants. Hold your applause, this kid started sitting the lions. Every shit ain't for the weak, I see it before I speak. Ready and willing, miss you ready. I'm making a stand out, got the vision coming, watch how it pans out. I've been writing my plans down, trying to stay focused, put out the notice. Who the goal is me, hands down, yeah. No time for arguments, I cut out the politics. It's on my competence, I could cause your apocalypse. Ambition, it ain't for the weak. Get it even when I say ready, you willing when you ready to say.
Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne, it's looking easy to take. We not afraid, we put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They tryna trace, they tryna follow our steps, they tryna copy the way. Boy, that's so lame, that's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work, like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy, why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe.
Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison.
Whoa, giant to a maggot, big boss status. Ain't gon' lie, I really wish they would like a cabin. I ain't do no front and get my money on the back end. Yesterday's price ain't today, now we taxing. Way out the fear, ain't no way out for me. They always told me I'm the wave, like I'm way out. And see, I know some real ones turn state, ain't no way I could be out here living like a villain, only way up for me. Moving out the purges, I give time if it was worth it. If you coming for my fam, then you know I take it personal. Say that you the GOAT, I asked around, I never heard of you. Rocky road ahead and there's some things I had to hurt of. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, windows down so all the haters see me. Back then they didn't want me, now they wanna beat me. Keep the grass cut low, cause them snakes still sleazy. Always knew I had to glow, I just had to find a reason. Walk around looking like I own the place. I don't waste no food, man, I always finish off the plate. Ain't come to play trenches, baby, can't believe we made it safe. Something out of nothing, yeah, we made a way. So hungry, think I overate. Every single shot, then I'm thinking John Wick. Every loss got a lesson, every make got a miss. I can't even think of a man that had me terrified. We got options, pick your poison or just pick a side. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah.
Did it all on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they're at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah. Ain't no one doing the shit that we doing. Ain't nobody moving the way that we moving. Hop out the Sprinter and shoot us a movie. We pull up to Paxton and get us some jewelry. Rocking the newest, but that shit ain't new to me. Watch how I do it, you think that it's two of me. They just be fluffing and that shit is foolery. Coolin', but that shit ain't cool to me. I'm as hot as it gets, yeah, they not on the list. Took a shot of success, hit nothing but net, yeah. So they hit the rim, changing my number and took out the sim. I'm on my hustle, I'm back in the gym. I can be humble or I could go in. I go for the win. We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they're at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah.
Yeah, bitch, I'm young and no turn. If you play with my money, then your ass get burnt. I done came off the bench, I just waited my turn. I done jumped out the gym like MJ in the third. If you want it, I said you can get it confirmed. We done packed the whole stadium like we the one. Ain't in no run, this shit is done. Ball on these niggas here just for the fun. Got a taste, I won't try it. If I furnish the drink, they gon' buy it. Yeah, we 50 something, like it right. If I said it, then I be lying. Yeah, I know niggas hate all the time. Had to change up my routes, niggas stealing my song. And I know bitches ain't worth the dime. Had to change up my line, they be wasting my time. Yeah,
we got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they're at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne,